That show me subscribe.
Make no mistake, we're the only black people and y'all the only eat rat, eat cat people. You ain't black, you ain't that. Matter of fact, your black is repo, I'm taking it back. Cause y'all making it whack, faking jacks, y'all from the slave, raiding the tax. Bitch. We built the foundation, our innovations were groundbreaking. Y'all ain't wanna get down, now you're around, hating, faking. With the linear in and out, the ground shaking. Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Make no mistake, we're the only black people and y'all the only eat rat, eat cat people. You ain't black, you ain't that. Matter of fact, your black is repo, I'm taking it back. Cause y'all making it whack, faking jacks, y'all from the slave, raiding the tax. Breaks, pause, pause. We built the foundation, our innovations were groundbreaking. Y'all ain't wanna get down, now you're around, hating, faking, whittling and eating, now the ground shaking. Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say, Someone say, FBA, we don't run away. We stay, we slay, we pray, we say,
Yeah. That's the phone number for the trolls. I want the trolls to call in and get cooked. Yeah, we on demon time today. I came early. You know me, I'm usually 9 p.m. Nah, I'm 6 p.m. right now. And maybe just for today. But I want the trolls to call in. We on demon time, you dig? We are 100% on demon time. So hold on. All right. But anyway, until the trolls call in, let's go on with the show. You dig? The live stream. Let's get it. You dig? Peace to it. Yeah, the intros. Yo, Ryan Relaford said the intro song is fire, and only a FBA can resonate with the intro song. So let me give Ryan moderator status. Let me give you your lineage rinse, Ryan. Subscribe, please like the channel, like the video, not the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the notification button. Let's get it into the building 004. We got Furlang in the building. We got Ricardo Flop. We got Salita Marie in the building. You dig? We got David Benjamin in the building. We got FBA Convo. And let me give a backstory real fast on the intro song, Salita Marie. She said that song was fire, Ron. I ain't gonna lie. I love waking up to it. And let me give you some background. Like I can rap. Right? I'm from New Jersey, I'm East Coast. I got bars. You feel me? Now that's not my voice, obviously, but those are my lyrics. I wrote all the beat, everything is me. Okay, everything is me. I know how to rap. I've been a good rapper all my life, but I never wanted to be a rapper. You feel me? Because in my era, rappers had to be negative, talking about selling drugs and all that goofy shit, and I just wasn't with that. So I never tried to pursue a rapping career, but I can rap. And I felt like, I said, let me make now that intro, which I call the national anthem of FBAs, that was just supposed to be for one video, one live stream. But when I heard it over and over before I went live for the first time, I'm like, damn, this kind of better than what I imagined. I'm like, shit, this might be an intro for the forever, not just one live stream. This might be the intro forever. So when I uploaded it, right, and I shared it to my lineage, you folks, for you that was there the first time it was aired, like the receptive love I got was like you guys kept saying running back, and folks was actually super chatting and cash apping the running back, and I didn't even know how hot it was until I kept playing it back. I'm like, wait a minute, this is pretty good. You dig? So it was some of you guys who told me to keep running it back where I actually understood the value and how hot the song was actually. You feel me? But it was you guys, peace, Crystal Ford. Let me make you a moderator right away without no hesitation, Crystal Ford. In return, you are a moderator. You got a wrench. You got a lineage wrench. Crystal Ford, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you always know when we're live. All right. Yeah, so it was you guys to make me realize how unique and cool the song was. You feel me? Because I thought it was just good for one intro, but you guys kept saying play it back, sending me super chat, sending me cash apps. Speaking of super chats, let me put my super chat. Speaking of cash app, let me put my cash app tag in the in case those who want to donate secretly, or they don't want to do the super chat. Let me give you that option right there. But people, it was the lineage who kept super chatting, saying play it back, and it was you guys who kept cash apping saying play it back. And like we really went like 30 minutes of playing a song over, maybe even more, playing a song over and over and over. And that's when I'm like, wow, we're really on to something. Like this shit is kind of hot. You dig? And now it's the national anthem as far as I'm concerned. You feel me? But let's see what this tether got to say right here. Peace of the family, mesh up. We got Salita Marie. We got Let's Get It. We got Crystal Ford. We got Ricardo Flott. We got Ryan Relaford. We got Fort Lang. We got, like I said, Let's Get It 004. We got David Benjamin in the building. We got FBA Convo. All right, we ready. Let's get it.
American Museum, and please tell us your name.
Yusra?
Yusra?
Yes.
Okay. You are American, right? You consider yourself American? How do you identify? Let me ask you. How do you identify?
I'm Sudanese. I identify as Sudanese, but I was born and raised here in America.
Great. So you're from Sudan?
Yes.
Is that Northern Sudan? Well, South Sudan is North Sudan, right?
Well,
or how does it work?
South Sudan is its own country now, but they used to be one country. South
Right.
Sudan is like more like the indigenous people of Sudan.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, my fellow African sister then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because I'm from Namibia and Angola.
Ooh,
Yes.
amazing.
If like somebody asks you who are you, what do you say?
Yeah, this was a kind of confusing thing for me growing up.
Okay.
But I would say now I identify as Sudanese American because, I do identify with American culture, but I also identify with my Sudanese culture.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay, how is it possible you can identify with FBA culture? I don't even understand that. Say that you embrace FBA culture, but you do not identify with it. You got to stop the goddamn cosplaying lies. That's the shit we don't appreciate. So you embrace it, but you don't identify it. Okay, you're not one with us. Only FBA can identify with the culture. That's called cosplaying.
And does anybody ever ask you about your ask you to identify as black or as anything else?
Yeah, I'm black. I know I'm black. You
Right.
know, like
You're not black, okay? You're a Sudanese. You just said it. How can you be black and Sudanese? Like, why would you say black Sudanese? Aren't all Sudanese the color of black or brown skin? See, we don't use black as a descriptor. You guys do. You guys use black as an adjective. We use black as a proper noun. You dig? So you're not black as far as our definition. Understand that, Tethers. You got to understand, you're not black in regards to FBA criteria, definition, standards. You're black based on an adjective standard, you dig? But that's not how we describe black. Black is more than a color because Mariah Carey is light as shit and she's black. Prince is light as shit and he's black. Okay, so black doesn't mean color. Black is an experience. It's a lineage. Okay, you're not black. You're Sudanese. You said it the right way. All the 54 countries in Africa, none of y'all are black. And none of the islands in the Caribbean are fucking black. And no Haitian is black. You guys are exactly what you say you are. You're Haitian. You're Jamaican. You're Trinidadian. You're Bayesian. You're Bahamian. You're Igbo, Fulani, all this stupid shit. Tutsi, Hutu. That's what the fuck you are. You're not black. We're black.
I share the black experience
Right.
with, you know, other black people. So that's something that's definitely a given.
Right. So by you first you use Sudanese and then African and then black and then
Yes.
American. Is that how you identify?
Yes. So
Okay, well that's some bullshit because you're definitely not black. Hey, peace to Chad Smith. It's in the building, brother. Bruh, 45. They treat him being black like a part-time job. Exactly. That's why I resent that shit. I'm offended. Ain't none of y'all black. I am sixth. Only people, he said, do or die, best die, Friedman, hey fam, peace to you. Ain't none of them black. I'm on 10 toes. I don't give a fuck what person I rock with. You dig? That's from the island or wherever. You're not black. You are exactly what you say you are. You're Trinidadian, you're Bayesian, you're Bahamian, you're Haitian. That's what you are. We're black. We're not nothing else. There's nothing else to call us but black. You dig? That's why you say foundational black Americans. Nothing else there. There's no African there. There's no nothing else. There's no Afro. There's no Negro. There's no color. No, we're just foundational black American. And you a Sudanese woman. Nothing black is there for you. Okay. Now you might be a writer. That's okay. But you're learning today. You're not black according to FBA standards. So you can say you black all day long. To us, that means absolutely nothing. That's a nothing burger for a non-FBA person to call themselves black. That means shit to us. That means nothing to us. That's like saying you're an alien. That means absolutely nothing. Okay. You're Sudanese, and that's all that's going to stand out. That's a Sudanese woman. She's nice looking. That's a nice looking Sudanese woman. That's it. But you're not black.
Okay.
Yeah, how I pretty much like put it when I explain to people is like ethnicity, I'm Sudanese, nationality, American.
Exactly. You heard it. She said it right. She said, listen, I want y'all to hear this Kestis family. Peace to Kiel Hall. She just said it. She says ethnicity wise, or ethnically wise, she's Sudanese. Right. Ethnically wise, we're black. You see? We're black. You're Sudanese, we're black. You see how you put Sudanese before black? We don't put nothing before black. We're black. Your ethnic name is Sudanese. Your ethnic identifier is Sudanese. Our ethnic name, our ethnic identifier is black. Now you're getting it.
Like ethnicity, I'm Sudanese, nationality, American, race, black. So
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Are you going to the African American Museum?
Yeah.
It's your first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my first time too, and I live in the area. So can you imagine?
So they try to create race as some old, like, as black, whatever. They want to say race wise, everybody's black. But keep in mind that option for race to be black before 1960 was not there. So the question is, Sudanese woman, what was your race before 1960? What was your race before 1960? You were not black. Okay, your race was not black. Okay, 1960s when we introduced black, the whole Black Power movement, and before the Black Power movement, Elijah Muhammad. So the Black Power movement in the 1960s, Elijah Muhammad wrote his book, The Message to the Black Man in America, right, in the 1950s. So before the 1960s, what was your race? So figure that shit out, and that's your race today.
Imagine that. We take it for granted. So what do you want to see the museum? Like, what sparked you? What brought you here?
Honestly, I just thought it was an important site to visit, you know, while we're here. Like, I think it's a good reminder, and it's a good, I don't know, it's a good way, I think, to honor, you know, Black history. And I like that it's here because it leaves people less, how do I say this, like, blind to the very real dark history that America has among these other, you know, like, you know, historical sites and figures and things. It's important to remember the Black history part of it. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And recently I've been hearing a lot about Black American saying that they are not from Africa, that they were. Did you hear about that?
I hear about that stuff all the time. I actually just saw a video on Twitter. They were interviewing HBCU students, and a lot of them in the video couldn't even name 5 African countries.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh damn. So I think that says a lot about our education system here. Like, there should be a bigger focus on Africa and, you know, like, get people more in touch with their roots.
Exactly. So you believe all Black people in America have roots in Africa?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's great, because most people don't believe that. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Name 5 African countries.
Okay, Sudan.
No, you can't say Sudan. You're from Sudan.
Okay, fine. Kenya, Ethiopia, Ghana, South Africa, Namibia.
Perfect. Oh, you can't say Namibia.
You hear this damn filthy tether? We can't name 5 African countries. So the fuck what? We're a superpower. We're not looking below ourselves to name 5 filthy, fucking degenerate, primitive third world countries. What they got to do with anything? Wait, so she asked a question. What did naming 5 African countries got to do with the question? I got to back this up.
On a student of
Black American.
real dark history that America has among these other, you know, like, you know, historical sites and figures and things. It's important to remember the Black history part of it. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And recently I've been hearing a lot about Black American saying that they are not from Africa, that they were. Did you hear about that?
I hear about that stuff all the time. I actually just saw a video on Twitter.
Wait, back it up one more second.
Yeah.
And recently I've been hearing a lot about Black American saying that they are not from Africa, that they were.
Okay. Well, first of all, we say that we're not African culturally, right? We don't deny African ancestry. Okay, we don't deny African ancestry or African DNA. We deny we're not African culture. You can't call us an African based upon DNA. That's what our argument is. Don't call us African based on DNA. Don't do that. Okay, because your DNA does not define who you are ethnically. We're saying we are FBA ADOS freedmen ethnically, I should say, ethnically. Okay? So what the fuck that got to do with naming 5 countries? If we can't name 5 countries, that's further more proof we're ethnically FBAs. The fuck we want? Why are we naming the African country? That shit weird.
Did you hear about that?
I hear about that stuff all the time. I actually just saw a video on Twitter. They were interviewing HBCU students, and a lot of them in the video couldn't even name 5 African countries.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh damn. So I think that says a lot about our education system here. Like, there should be a bigger focus on Africa and, you know, like, get people more in touch with their roots.
Exactly. So you believe all Black people in America have roots in Africa?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great, because most people don't believe that. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Name 5 African countries.
Okay.
Oh, you can say perfect. Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking time to answer my questions. And I know you're from Africa, and do you go to Africa a lot?
Oh, I noticed the cake soap all over your face. I mean, that's not your natural skin tone. Make no mistake. That's not your natural color. You are browner than that shit. Okay? That is not your natural skin tone. That's 100% cake soap.
Last time I've been was 2010, unfortunately, but I
That's
do wanna
not
go
too far.
back.
I mean,
African women are big on super fucking makeup.
that's fine nowadays, and it's not that easy to go to Africa.
It is,
You have to
yeah.
plan a whole trip,
Exactly.
and stuff like that. But thank you so much.
Okay, so these tethers, they want to look close to their colonizers who they claim they hate. Okay, so as you see my screen, family, you see my screen, you know I'm thorough with the research. So she said black is her race. I'm like, what the fuck? How is black your race when black wasn't a thing until the 1960s? The Black Power movement in America, Black America, by the way, black lineage, slavery America. You did. Black was not a thing. So let's read the overview. Okay, so today, black is used as a racial classification, often encompassing people of African ancestry across the globe. Africans, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinos, Foundation Black Americans, etc. But this was not always the case. The term black as a racial identity evolved through historical, legal, and political changes in the West, especially America, you fucking tethers. Okay, you guys hate America so much. You hate Foundation Black America so much. You're bowing down to our terminology. Okay, so before the 1960s, what were African descendants called? Colonial period to early 1800s, Negro and slave. That's who the fuck y'all were. Let me let this caller in here. Okay. All right, caller, what's good?
Hey, what's happening, Ron?
What's up? It's American Dream.
Say again?
Hello? It's American Dream.
You? Yes, sir.
Is-
The one and only.
Why you calling this live? I had other lives for you to call in. God, you about to mess the whole show. What's good though?
Oh man, if you think I'm gonna mess the show up, I probably should just hang up then. I'm calling in now because I just happen to have time now. That's all. Can you hear me, Ron? Ron, can you hear me?
You hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, now I hit the
coming
damn
in.
mute button by mistake. Now I was saying I don't mind
Oh,
you
okay.
calling in and saying what you got to say. I was just saying like I had other shows that I felt like were more up your alley. So you can say what you want to say. I probably don't have much to say back to you, but go ahead, brother. What you want to say?
Yeah, it was interesting because I think I heard you say that you agree that you guys are African. You have African ancestry.
Yeah,
So when you say you're not
DNA,
African, it just means you're not African. So you do
culture.
have African DNA.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can't deny that. Like
Okay.
most of
So
us
you're
select, most of us, some of them don't, but most of us accept 23andMe. Not
right.
all, but a lot of us do.
And right, and you also say when you say you're not African, you simply mean that you're not African culturally or
Yeah.
or ethnically.
Yeah, because your
Right.
DNA, like nobody's DNA defines who they are. Because we see, because the thing is, let me be more clear, because I was kind of shallow. Our DNA is comprised more of this African, brother. I don't know if you know how I look, but I got more European in me than I have African. I got 34% German. Okay, and there's no one African country that's in my ancestry, my 23andMe, that's more than German. So based off that logic, I'm German. You dig? I'm not even African. Okay, so just consider that I
Right.
have more German in me than I have any one African country. But go on.
Right. So and given that, well, the black in FBA, the black in Foundational Black American, does that black mean that you have African ancestry, that you're acknowledging your African ancestry? Because that's what,
No,
when, okay.
no,
Because I
the
think,
black, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that, for Jamaicans and Caribbean people, when they say they're black, black refers to your African ancestry, and I think that historically that's what black has meant. It means
That's not true.
you have African ancestry.
No, that's not true. Before
No,
1960, no, 'cause we're gonna do facts now. Before, because you guys use ChatGPT, I watch your channel, and you guys defer to that. Okay, so we can solve that, right? We can resolve that today, right now, while you're in the call. Okay, nobody,
sure.
okay, so everybody in the world was using black as an adjective. Black Americans were the only people, still today, in 2025, we're the only people to use black as an ethnonym. There's no nickname. There's nothing else. There's no Jamaican. There's no Nigerian. There's no Igbo Fulani. There's no Hutu, Tutsi. It's only black. Black replaced Negro. Black replaced color. Black replaced Afro. It's the only identity that we will call ourselves. There's nothing else. You guys call yourself Jamaican. That never changed. Trinidadians call themselves Trinidadians, and that never changed. Nigerians are Nigerians. You put an onion back. They're Fulani, Igbo, and things like that. But we are the only people in the entire world history to rely on black, BLACK, as a standalone ethnonym. We're the only people. So everybody before us used black as an adjective. Matter of fact, we are the first people in the world to make black a proper noun. It wasn't until we start using black in the dictionary and Wikipedia or ChatGPT or Google, where you have to capitalize black when you're referring to people. We did that here in America.
And you mean you only used black? It wasn't black Jamaican. It wasn't black.
Never.
Is that
Never.
what you mean?
Okay. Yeah. Because when you guys again,
Because before,
okay.
Let me just say, if I could just say this.
Yeah, but I want you to understand me though. But you're speaking like kind of, you asked a question. That means you didn't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying we're
Sure.
the only people on earth who use black. So I'll be quick. We're the only people on earth who use black as a proper noun. Go ahead.
Yeah, because before Jamaica was independent, before Jamaica got its independence, Jamaicans didn't call themselves Jamaican, like black Jamaicans didn't call themselves Jamaican. But there is evidence of black people on that island referring to themselves as black.
Okay, you're using black as a descriptor. Okay, so again, you're kind of speaking over me. I know you're about to take this L in front of everybody. You're gonna take this L. Jamaicans use black, brother. I watch your shit, and I'm above that. You guys use black as a descriptor, like how you actually looked. We don't use black as how we actually looked alone. Okay, we never did, because Huey P. Newton is fucking light as hell. He's not dark. Mariah Carey's not dark, neither is Prince. But these people are called black, and they're let's say Wesley Snipes is no blacker than Prince, according to how we use black. That's not how you guys use black. You use black to how to define yourselves. Most of you guys were dark skinned. Most of Haitians are dark skinned. Most of people in Africa are dark skinned. In America, we go from very dark to medium to Denzel Washington, all the way down to a Prince, right? So black for us was never a descriptor of how we actually look. That was never the case with us.
Right, but that's true. But that's true in the Caribbean as well. In the Caribbean, not everyone in the Caribbean is
okay.
Is
Stop. Wait, hold on. All right, hold on. We can resolve. Okay. No. Stop, because I want to miss. Okay, we're talking over each other.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I'm on Chat GPT right now. I'm on Google AI. Okay, so it seems like we're talking over each other. So I want to be clear. Do you believe that Jamaicans called themselves black as a proper noun ever in history? Because we could stop going back and forth, and I could just look it up right now. Do you believe Jamaicans ever used black as an ethnonym?
Well, there are evidence.
Okay. Hey, bro, evidence. No. I'm talking about when it comes to descriptor, adjective, proper noun. Bro, I asked you a flat out question and you spoke around it. It's what you normally do. That's why I normally just kick you off.
No, I did.
Bro, okay, wait.
I said and you cut in.
Okay, because it is yes or no. I'm saying 100%, 10 toes down, that black Americans are okay, cool.
Then I'm going to say yes then.
Okay, so now let's look at
elaborate?
Go ahead. And while you do that, I'm looking at the research. Go ahead.
Right. So there's evidence of
Okay.
treaties between Caribbean
This motherfucker
Maroons
said treaties.
and the British, where the Maroons referred to themselves as blacks. The same thing with Haiti. The
No,
Haitians, they
wait,
refer to
stop,
themselves as
brother. You're talking to me. I'm saying when you called yourself blacks, it was how you actually physically looked. It was your melanin expression through your skin. It was
but
not
none
your.
of them were dark. Not all of them were dark
Okay,
skinned.
okay.
Ron.
Listen
The same
what I'm
way, not
saying.
every.
Okay,
Can I
okay.
just?
All right, no. You're not gonna ramble because I'm trying to hold you to something. I'm trying to still man your position. I'm saying as a proper. Stop! Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm saying as a proper noun, my boy. You're running from that. Okay, because I'm going to look it up. Forget about us talking back and forth. I'm saying as a proper noun, as an ethnonym. Did you guys ever look at black like we did? Okay, unmute yourself and speak to that. Don't dance around that. Speak specifically to that. Now nothing. I'm sharing my screen. I'm about to cook you. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. But we're not going to tap dance today, baby. That's not going to happen. Unmute yourself, man. Cause my man like to talk in circles. Shit. Okay, while you figure out how to unmute yourself, let me just go ahead and read the research. Okay. Figure out how to mute yourself and you go ahead. Who's black? Descriptor versus ethnonym. Arabic use, e.g., Balad al Sudan. This is some stuff that this clown researched himself on his channel. Important. This was an external designation. Arabs and later Europeans used black descriptively. Family, you guys can read, right? It says important. This was an external designation. Arabs and later Europeans used black descriptively to refer to darker skinned peoples south of Sahara, not as an internal group identifier or ethnonym. Just like Europeans call various people Negroes or Moors, that doesn't mean those groups call themselves that. Pre-colonial Africa. Matter of fact, family, this is the PDF I'm trying to work on to send you guys for free. Okay, just email me blackthinktank@yahoo.com. You get a copy of this. So I'm reading the PDF that you guys can read from to cook these tethers. All right, so I'm reading from the PDF. This is not Google, ChatGPT. This information comes from that, but I'm not reading ChatGPT or Google. This is my Microsoft Word PDF. Okay. Okay, so Africans did not traditionally use color terms, black, white, as primary identity markers. Most Africans identify by tribes, Yoruba, Zulu, Igbo, Ashanti, Wolof. Don't worry, we'll get to Jamaicans in a second. Most Africans identify by clan, kingdom, or region, e.g., Mali Empire, Songhai, Congo. Black wasn't used by Africans to describe themselves as a unified racial or ethnic identity. That concept only emerged after contact with Europeans during slavery colonization. So Africans are out. Okay. So now let's focus on Jamaicans. Black as a primary identity, unique to Black Americans, unique to Black Americans. Black as a primary identity, unique to Black Americans for FBA. Black is not just for FBA. Black is not just a color or an adjective. It became a national ethnic identity, especially after the 1960s Black Power movement. It's not a placeholder until we get a real tribal name. It is the identity. So for this failure tether to say that Jamaicans call themselves Black as an ethnicity, but then they took on Jamaican, nigga, you still wrong. We didn't replace Black ever. Like Black was the nothing else to be talked about. Black was Black. Ain't no Jamaican X or Haitian X or something else. It's just Black. But we know he's lying. Tether's lying. Okay, it's not a placeholder until we get a real tribal name. It is the identity. Black Americans don't say Black plus Jamaican, like Black Haitian or Black Jamaican. We simply just say Black, and that means us, not others. Okay, Black is not a nickname or an ethnicity we lost. It became the ethnicity. So now compare this with the groups. Nigerians call themselves by their nationality or their tribe, Yoruba, Igbo. Canadians call themselves by their nationality or their tribe, Ashanti, Zulu. Haitians call themselves by their national identity. Jamaicans call themselves by their national identity, you fucking liar. Sudanese people call them by themselves their national identity or tribe, Dinka, and foundation Black Americans, they're just Black. That's it. That's our ethnic and cultural group. Black Americans are the only group. So now this filthy tether want us to act like research doesn't count. His words matter over research. Okay. Matter of fact, hold on. Now all of a sudden he can't unmute himself all of a sudden. He's stuck on mute. Black Americans are the only group that uses Black as a first order ethnic identity. Now this is either fake or real. It says this is what he uses. I watch his show that get no viewers, 10 live viewers, 2 live viewers. I watch that bullshit. So this is either fact or false. Now his show that attracts no viewership, he defers to ChatGPT as the end all be all, as a tiebreaker. Do you not, Dream? Do you not? Do you guys defer? Do you guys defer when you're on your show? Do you guys defer to ChatGPT?
Do I defer to chat? You mean do I read from chat GPT?
No.
Yeah.
I said defer. When you're having a discussion with FBAs or whoever on your panel, do you pull up chat GPT as a tiebreaker? Yes or no?
As a tiebreaker? No.
Yeah, wait. Okay. I be mute you again. Hi. All right. I don't want to hear you, man. Matter of fact, goodbye. Get off.
All right.
Get off. He's a fucking liar, real. I watched this piece of shit show, only 3 live viewers. He's just a piece of shit liar, man. Now look, what I'm gonna do, family, is that I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna clip. You know, I'm the clip king. I'm gonna clip with this punk. I almost said the FAG word. This punk had used ChatGPT as a tiebreaker with an FBA person he was debating. Okay, so we don't need him. It says Black Americans are the only group that uses Black as a first order ethnic identity. It says we're the only group, you piece of shit tether. Not as a color code, not as a substitute for a country, but as a living historical identity rooted in centuries of shared experience. We're the Black Americans are the only group. Okay. So now, like I said, family, okay, this is the PDF I'm going to get to you guys. All right. So I want to get here. Let's scroll down. This is all good information, right? But I want to get to the bottom of it, right here. We are Black and proud. We're not African. Black is capitalized when referring to people in a racial, ethnic, or cultural sense. Reasons for capitalizing Black include it signifies shared identity and history. Capitalization recognizes that the word is a proper noun. He trying to tell me that Jamaicans use Black as a proper noun? It's a fucking liar. Referring to a group of people with a shared sense of history, identity, and community, particularly within the African diaspora. What does Black do? The way we use it, it distinguishes from the color. Capitalizing Black prevents confusion with the adjective Black that describes a color. Now, if that clown's in the chat, I can't read the chat. I have a double screen. I'm reading my shit. If he's in the chat trolling, time him out for 24 hours. Okay, we'll talk to him 6:41 p.m. That's only if he's in the chat running his mouth. 6:41 p.m. we'll see him again. Time him out for 24 hours. Okay, so now capitalizing Black, it also shows respect using the capital B. Capital B is seen as a sign of respect, similar to how other racial and ethnic terms like Asian American and Latino are capitalized. So Black is on the same level as somebody saying the Asian American or Latino. Many Black Americans who identify as ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery, or FBA, Foundation Black Americans, reject African as our ethnic identity, even though we have African DNA. So now for us, ancestry does not equals identity. But this is going to something else. Okay, so it's going to something else. But I've read enough. We're the only group that uses Black the way we do. Where was it? Let's go up. Black Americans are the only group that uses black as a first order ethnic identity. Okay, I don't need his approval. Get the fuck out of here, lying ass tether. Okay, we don't need a tether to corroborate facts. Fuck out of here. Hey man, let me do a roll call. Peace to Crystal Watson, Foundation Black American. Peace to Salita Marie. Peace to so Telvin Jones says, what's a sad experience to have to identify with what you are taught to hate can't go back home. You read that right. They don't want them back. Right at all. Telvin Jones. Let me make Telvin Jones a moderator. I'm gonna give Telvin Jones a lineage wrench. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and click the notification button so you are notified when we're live again. I'm live usually 9 p.m. Evenings and or nights, and about 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. mornings. You dig? So Worldview says they won't go for other groups around the world in different countries. They want our shining glory. Facts. Fuck out of here. This tether come on calling here lying. Golden Brown said they call themselves Yardmen. Right. Fuck out of here. Tandria Williams, exactly. Like we're not. I'm not gonna sit here and play this bullshit with these guys. You did. Kiel Hall said, "Do they read any books? Ooh, there are libraries in every city in America, and it's free." Right? This dude gonna sit here and lie. Like, yeah, I again, family. I'm a real researcher, right? And I have an inquiring mind. So I went to his bullshit channel where nobody goes there. Like 2-3 people are in the building, and he has this stupid ass corny show based on lies. And and look, his dumbass got the videos up. So I'm gonna go back. I'm a real researcher. I'm gonna go back and pull up the videos where he deferred to Chat GPT as a tiebreaker or to pull, to appeal to authority on the argument versus an FBA person. I sat there and watched that. And then I'm gonna use that clip with my clip where he said he don't do that to like further just kill that dude. So Miss Unapologetic Identity, my family is traced back 1700s and had a family town. Our church is historical site. Praise to you, Moondoc, Maximus, peace to you, Leonard, De Yuda, peace to you. FBA destroys African lives every time. That's right. All day, baby. Forlane says we flipped that word because they used to use it and to dehumanize us, just like the N word. Right. When we right. Like when white folks call black folks black, it was always to, like he said, dehumanize these folks. It wasn't like a peaceful, endearing word. Are you serious? Donnie Williams, peace. Claude Zandan, peace. Ramsey, the FBA. So they were going around telling folks I'm black Jamaican to another black Jamaican. Like, yeah, come on. That shit just sounds stupid, bro. We use black because we are 13% of a country that was at one point damn near 85%, 90% white. You think? So yeah, so for us, our skin tone was everything. King Groove 713 in the building. We got Marvin Rowell in the building. You feel me? Look, he said now they want black. Exactly. We got Mesha in the building. We got Bruh 45. Black ain't never meant African. They will lie about anything. Right. Anybody can Google it right now. You can Google is black. And matter of fact, let me do it for you. You guys not my level. They just be making up shit. That's why I don't have time for tethers, man. No, let's have an honest conversation or be gone. Watch this. Is black and African synonymous? Watch this. No, not American. No. African. Synonymous. I spelled it wrong. Whatever. No. Black and African are not synonymous. Black refers to a racial identity and shared physical traits, most commonly dark skin. And look, that's the adjective definition. African is a geographical term for people from the continent of Africa. You see that? Look what Google says. It says African is a geographical term for people from the continent Africa. So how the hell we're African? We're not from this continent. Goofy. Someone who is African American is black and has ancestral ties to the African continent, but there are also many black people who are not African American, such as recent immigrants from African countries. But the bottom line we want to know is African is a geographical term for those from the continent Africa. So there's no way we could be African. We're not from that continent. All right. So yeah, but they're not synonymous. So I'm not gonna let Tether Dream get on here and start explaining. My man, get the fuck out of here, clown. Go back to your cave. Peace to Polo Styles. You dig? Yeah, we're not doing that today. All that tether babble. All right. So matter of fact, who want to try to call in and make more sense? Dark Side. Hello, what's up, Dark Side? What's up with you, man? Are you FBA? You freedmen? Are you ADOS? Or are you just a goddamn spectator? Let us know something. So Ghost Rider says even Africans are culturally different. Right. I mean, let me give Ghost Rider a lineage wrench. That comment right there lets us know that he, at the very least, he's on code. Ghost Rider, you got a lineage wrench. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Yeah, exactly. Look, Telvin Jones says, dang, even Google knows they're cosplaying. Right. Everybody knows they're cosplaying. They know they're cosplaying. You dig? And we're not playing that game. Now, what I'm going to do is this. Oh, so let me go back to what I was reading for that Tether called in and distracted me. Let me come back here. Before the 1960s, what were African descendants called? Colonial period to early 1800s, Negro and slave. Nothing black here, fool. When they say black, where's black? Enslaved Africans in the colonies were typically referred to as Negro from the Spanish and Portuguese word for black, but as a descriptor, adjective, African less commonly after the first few generations, slave often used interchangeably with Negro in law and daily language. Their identity was reduced to a legal status and a phenotype. Phenotype, that means physically, they're looking at you. 1800s, 1900s, color and Negro institutionalized. Color became more widespread after emancipation, used in organizations like the NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Negro was the formal respectable term throughout the 20th century, used in government census records and by black elites, e.g. W. Du Bois, Carter G. Woodson. Okay, these terms came from white classification systems, not self-identification, right? So we didn't identify as that, right? Well, we did, but it wasn't self-identification. We didn't call ourselves that. We were called that and we just took it. Okay, because common use, right? Way to communicate. So number 3, 1940s and 50s, early uses of black, Elijah Muhammad and others. Elijah Muhammad in the Message to Black Man America, 1950s. Tether Dream, reclaimed black as a term of pride. He rejected Negro as a slave name, tied black to the originality, divinity, and cultural power. The original man is the black man, Elijah Muhammad said. The Nation of Islam and similar thinkers introduced black as a cultural, racial, and spiritual identity, not merely a skin color, you stupid Tether. They used black politically and spiritually well before it became mainstream in the 60s. So this term black was used way before Stokely Carmichael, all right, which I've been saying. In the 1960s and the rise of black as a political identity, the Black Power movement through leaders like Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture, said he's a late bloomer. He hopped on this bandwagon late. But he said black is beautiful and I'm black and I'm proud, became part of a racial and cultural reawakening, but he's late. Elijah Muhammad, who's foundational Black American, already said that. Okay, Negro was increasingly rejected. Black became a proper noun. Black became a proper noun, fool, a political statement, and a Pan-African unifier. So this is what Pan-Africanists use, like Stokely Carmichael. He had his own agenda. He started to use black, and people like him started to call every people across the world who were melanated black, which was just not the way it was intended for. So what was their race before black? Here's a breakdown of racial identifiers and labels before black became standard. 16 to 1700s, African Negro slave, legal phenotypic, see, just describing. 1800s, post 1808, Negro color, legal social. Late 1800s, 1940s, colored Negro, social, institutional. So nobody was called black. Nobody. Who was called black? Nobody. 1950s, Negro, mainstream, black, NOI, radicals, transitional. 1950s. So before the 1950s, nobody called themselves black as a ethnonym, you fucking tether liar. So I kicked your ass off. 1960s until now, black, mainstream, cultural, political. Okay, watch this. Was Elijah Muhammad ahead of the curve? Yes. He and others in the Nation of Islam were already rejecting Negro as a slave identity, promoting black as a spiritual and superior racial identity, using black man as a proud, decolonized self-concept. While the Black Power movement popularized the term politically in the 1960s, religious and cultural thinkers had already been laying the groundwork since the 1930s, 1950s. So screw you guys and your fucking Stokely Carmichael. They're Johnny come latelys. Did black mean race globally? Not always. Globally, many Africans identified by tribe, nation, or ethnic group, not black, you fucking tether liar. Jamaicans were Jamaican, Nigerians, Igbo or Yoruba, Haitians, etc. Look, it said Jamaicans were Jamaican. But this disgusting tether is going to say Jamaicans were black. Black as a global racial identity is largely a diaspora and colonial invention forged in the Atlantic slave trade and racial hierarchies. Today, black as a social construct and political identity, black as a race category, not as a scientific one. It is used across census forms, legal policy, and cultural movements, but its definition varies. In the U.S., the definition varies, Tether. In the U.S., it typically includes anyone with African ancestry. In Latin America, someone with the same skin tone might be called mulatto or moreno. In Africa, they often don't call themselves black unless interacting with Westerners. In Africa, they don't call themselves black unless interacting with Westerners. Okay, so final takeaways. Black as a race is a modern creation with deep roots in colonial systems. It became a self-identified term of pride and resistance in the mid 20th century. So how can it, so mid 20th century, 1950s, 1960s. So he just lied. He just said Jamaicans before they call themselves Jamaicans, but call themselves black. Bro, it says it became a self-identifying term of pride and resistance in the mid 20th century, you fucking disgusting tether. First through black nationalists and religious groups, then mainstream black power movement. See, so before Stokely Carmichael, it was already here, bro. Elijah Muhammad. So before black terms like Negro and color were used, often imposed by white institutions, Elijah Muhammad and thinkers like Marcus Garvey and Noble Jali were early architects of black consciousness before it was mainstream. And Marcus Garvey even called his organization the University or University of Negro. He said Negro. Marcus Garvey used Negro. He did not use black. He did not use African. He used Negro. That's history, my boy. Now go cry and weep. You're not on FBA levels at all with your tether research.
Channel. If you're new here, you're welcome to Building the Verse. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel or turn on notifications so that.
Wait, hold on. Let me read some comments here. Marvel Royale says they need to fight for their island because I believe that Jamaicans are indigenous to that land. They actually are. Selita Marie says, ain't Blaine Rican know as Big Brother in the West. Royal says, Royal says, we told you we are not from Africa, so you call yourself black. That's worse than calling yourself African. At least Africans have a country. Blacks, you have nothing, not even a country. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We got more. We have a country. So now, look, here's the thing. Royale. Now look, Royale, you're either sincere or you're a troll, right? But this is how we can determine which one. So Royale, if you're sincere, no problem. You have the right to freedom of speech, right? But my channel has standards. If you say something that oppositional, you got to call in. So Royale, if you really believe that, I'm gonna give you the phone number. Right, Royale. If you don't call in, you got to get blocked. So it's 656. Family, if Royale don't call in by 658, somebody block him because I'm in the background doing research. So if Royale doesn't call in if he doesn't call in by 658, somebody must block him. Right, I'm in the background doing some research. So Royale, you have to call in. If you believe that and you're 10 toes down, then be 10 toes down. Like, don't be a tether and flee, right? Stand for what you believe in and call in. And let's hear what you got to say. Express your thoughts verbally. Well, it's 6:57. You got one more minute. If you don't call in by 6:58, somebody gonna block you. And that just tells us that you don't believe what you said, which confirms that tethers are inferior. You dig? You're inferior. You won't stand on nothing, bro. You just flee. You flee, you flee. When you face confrontation and obstacles, when you face real white supremacy or an FBA challenge, you just flee. You do what you know best. You flee. You don't stand on shit, man. Won't you know what I mean? Get your shield and sword and stand on business, man. Okay. So while he's fleeing and family, somebody please block him. I'm in the background doing research. Please block him if you don't call in by 6:58. Block his ass. All right. And bro, we can always unblock you. So you still have more time. We're just blocking you from the chat. You can't communicate in the chat. It's 6:58. Somebody block him. So we're gonna block you, bro, but you still can call in. All right, and we can unblock you. But right now, somebody gotta block this guy. See, family, they don't stand on what they say. They just troll and say hateful shit, but they don't believe that stuff. They know who we are. We are the excellence of melanated people. All right. Let me do this.
Anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. All right, lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
Wait a minute, y'all. So did y'all hear 1.4 billion Africans have just unsubscribed, disconnected from the Western internet?
Okay, this is fake news. Because it's fake news. This is propaganda. They're trying to spread like, come on, you Africans are fucking tethers.
Around town, I heard back in Africa.
Okay, yeah, this is propaganda there. I'm not going to promote. Okay, this is all fake news. These tethers are all in our spaces. They didn't do that shit because they wouldn't be in our spaces right now. This is all lies. Africa's like they got their own shit popping. Fuck out of here. Third world shit world country. Niggas eating monkeys and shit. Matter of fact, let me remind y'all who Africans are. Shit, I ain't mean to do that. Wait, well, I hate when I do shit like that. Let me get back to that disgusting woman. Yeah, here we are.
Africa? They just built their own.
They ain't built shit. Motherfuckers. All they built was a new bushmeat market. This fake ass propaganda bullshit. Like TikTok ain't a place for education, family. So don't fall for that. This is what they did. Not this crazy woman. Let me tell you what Africa did, unbeknownst to you. They ain't building no goddamn new internet to compete with Google. This is what they did.
And unusual, these discoveries at Detroit Metro Airport.
Yeah, bush meat. That's meat from rats, bats, baboons, and more. I know we got your attention. The feds aren't monkeying around with this. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is live at the airport. Jessica, do explain.
Yeah, we need some context here, right, Rup and Amy? So this is crazy. Customs and Border Protection, they seized back-to-back bushmeat smugglers here at DTW. Now, the first one, it was 11 pounds of rodent meat in someone's luggage, and a couple days later, they found 52 pounds of monkey meat stacked away. We had to ask passengers what they thought.
Oh, that's gross.
The faces say it all.
Oh, well.
What do you think of that?
That's disgusting.
Back-to-back seizures of bushmeat at Detroit Metro Airport in 1 week. First, 11 pounds of rodent meat in the bags of a passenger coming from Togo in West Africa.
That is not appetizing at all, I would say. I do like red meat, though.
And next up, the headliner, Customs and Border Protection uncovering 52 pounds of primate meat.
That's a lot of monkey meat. My goodness.
The passenger claimed it as antelope meat, but the monkey meat coming from Central Africa, possibly this little guy or the sun-tailed monkey.
It looks tasty.
You're lying.
No, it looks good.
You'd eat that.
I'd eat it.
You're kidding.
I'm kidding.
Customs and Border Protection says primate seizures are very rare. What's the weirdest thing in your bag right now?
No comment.
We had to ask. What's the craziest thing you've eaten?
The craziest thing I probably ever eaten was my wife's meatloaf.
These tethers.
Compare that to the monkeys.
Wait, let's show the wife. Let's show the wife right there. We actually found someone who's eating monkey.
It's horrible.
What does monkey meat taste like?
Honestly, it tastes like horse.
Really? The rodent packer and the monkey meat smuggler slapped with a $300 fine each. The not so funny part, this kind of bushmeat has a serious risk of carrying some scary diseases which can wreak havoc in humans.
And I know.
Yeah. So when they say, hey, we're tired of Black American or American meals and dishes, delicacies, they're dead ass. They say, hey, man, we're going to smuggle our own delicacies in this country. Bats, rats, and fucking cats and monkeys. You can't be serious. And this is not me. This is real news. Okay. This is Fox. This is real news. This is y'all could Google this shit. This is real. In America, yo. They try to pass it off as antelope meat. Yeah, and they want us to believe doing this shit right here.
Continental internet server. I'm not talking about small Wi-Fi like Xfinity, Bryce.
And look, and she really, man, listen, come on, man. Wait. What's the claim? Let's Google it right now. 1.4 billion Africans disconnect from Google. Fuck it, let's do it. All right. I want to be accurate and launch their own internet. Hey, these tethers are disgusting. We can never live with them in peace. They just fucking lie and lie and lie. No. And look at this little dog right here. She's looking like this shit is true. That's making her feel good.
Their own internet.
Look.
By algorithms that often in this country. If you're Black, you recognize this picture. This picture is one of the biggest forms of protest Black people had during Jim Crow.
Damn, is she ever going to talk? So she just played videos. The fuck?
America and no longer.
Hi lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome to Building the Verse. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's video.
And by the way, she said she don't even talk. Right, she plays videos and she got 30,000 views for this live. FBA Defensive Unit, no, that's my old channel. Unbiased Ron, my old channel. FBA News and Updates. We spit nothing but facts, and we get the most, maybe 2,000 live views in one day, 3,000 live views in one day, and total. I'm talking about total. And sometimes 2,000, 1,500 total live views in one day. Spitting facts, educating correctly. She lies and she get 30K. I tell the truth, educate our lineage who are 43 million deep, and I get 1,500, 2,000 total live views in one day. Go figure, okay? People just love lies. No, 1.4 billion Africans did not disconnect from Google to launch their own internet. Instead, in early September 2025, the African Union launched its Continental Internet Exchange, CIX, a continent-spanning infrastructure project that keeps internet traffic local by creating digital highways and fiber backbones within Africa. This initiative aims to make internet access faster, cheaper, and more secure for Africans, while so they can access Google faster, while fostering digital sovereignty by I can't see what that says, by controlling data locally instead of relying on foreign platforms. That's all. But they're accessing Google, Instagram. I know TikTok is Chinese, but All the major Twitter, all the social YouTube, all the major social media platforms, these filthy tethers are accessing. They did not disconnect from Google to launch their own bullshit. That's a lie. So again, unbiased Ron, on behalf of FBA News and Updates, debunk fake news. So we can move on for that stupid shit.
I think this.
I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so let me close that out. All right. So we got a lot that I got to cover real fast. Okay, let me just tell you right now. So I went this. So it says, so now here's ChatGPT responding to my question. It says, you're absolutely right to raise this question. And your observation, unbiased Ron, is largely accurate. Black Americans are the first and only group to historically adopt Black as a standalone ethnonym, you piece of shit African tether that called in. You African Dream tether, you're a liar. We're the first and only group to historically adopt Black as a standalone ethnonym, you piece of shit liar. And that's why I got his ass off here. I'm not even going to debate that. I know what I know. Okay. Now, a racial and cultural identity label that stands independently from nationality or tribal affiliation. You see? Now let's break this down to its full context, historical, culture, and linguistic. What is an ethnonym? An ethnonym is a name a group uses to self-identify as a distinct people like Yoruba, Cherokee, Chinese, FB, Foundation Black Americans, ADOS, American Descendants of Slavery. Okay, Black in the case of Black Americans. You see? Black is associated with us only. The key is that it is self-ascribed, distinctive, and politically or culturally loaded, not just descriptive like dark skin. You filthy tether that was here earlier. Not entertaining. And like one thing about me and family, I don't mind a tether calling in. We trying to like be honest as possible, white supremacist. But you're not gonna lie to me, man, when I know better. That's why I kicked this goofy ass off. Jamaicans, Africans, and others in the diaspora. Before the 1960s and 70s, people from Jamaica, Trinidad, Nigeria, Senegal, etc., overwhelmingly, that means that this is beyond comparison, identify themselves by nationality, Jamaican, Nigerian, Ghanaian. So now we're talking about Jamaica. That filthy tether lied. They identify overwhelmingly, this ain't even fucking close, it's unanimous, by Jamaican, Nigerian, Ghanaian, ethnic tribe, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Akan, Maroon, religion, Christian, Muslim, Rastafarian. Nothing in here is Black. It says Black was not a self-identity. It was used by Europeans, colonial authorities, and slave traders, not by the people themselves. You piece of shit, filthy tether. Jamaicans did not by themselves call themselves Black. It was Europeans calling them piece of shit eaters Black. Okay? Nah, we there. I'm tired of niggas lying. Okay, so common in the Caribbean and Africa. In pre-independence and colonial periods, Black was a European racial category, not a cultural identity. Liar. Even in Pan-African movements like Garveyism, which emerged from the U.S., that's right, we get the props. Black was often used as a collective call to unity, not a lived identity. So even Garvey did not identify as Black as a lived identity. Okay, watch this. How Black Americans created Black as a cultural identity. Let's get to it. I got to add this to the PDF, actually. Black Americans were stripped of tribal national identities during slavery, could not trace lineages back to Africa. So instead, they created they. Who's the they? This plural pronoun. Who's they? Us. We, Black Americans, Foundation Black Americans, ADOS. We created a new organic identities, Negro, color, Black, African American, invented cultural movements like Negro spirituals, Harlem Renaissance, civil rights and Black power, hip hop and R&B, FBA, ADOS. We did that, not you fucking tethers. Now watch this. In the 1960s, Black became a revolutionary identity, especially in the Black power movement. Black is beautiful, say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud, Black is power, or Black power. Key point. Black Americans made Black a cultural, political, and ethnic identity, not just a racial category. No other group globally adopted Black in the standalone form until after Black Americans did, and usually only in relation to Black American influence, e.g. hip hop, civil rights. All right. Did Jamaicans or Africans ever call themselves black before Americans did? Not before the silver. Hey, family, he's dead. That tether is done. Did Jamaicans or Africans ever call themselves black before black Americans did? No. No. Can everybody say no? Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a poll now. Yeah, family. Yeah, these tethers got shit on us. Okay. Look, I know what I'm talking. I know what I researched. Here's a poll, family. Okay, family. Here's the poll. Please, based off the information I'm sharing, please answer that poll. Thank you. Based off what we're reading, did Jamaicans or Africans ever call themselves black before black Americans did? So what the fuck is he talking about? What research did he read, this lying ass bastard? Not before the U.S. Civil Rights era. In Jamaica and other British colonies, British officials called them Negroes or coloreds. Jamaicans refer to themselves as Jamaicans, not black in a cultural ethnic sense. Black was often associated with low-class slavery and subjugation, so it wasn't proudly embraced, you filthy dog tether. White folks called you black to disrespect you. This wasn't you were not black and proud, basically. No Jamaican was black and proud. So that's the new question I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna say, hey, in Jamaica, were you guys ever black and proud? It says black was often associated with low class slavery and subjugation, so it wasn't proudly embraced. You filthy tethers were not black and proud. Okay, you were black and ashamed. Marcus Garvey used the term Negro or African, not black, as an ethnonym. In Africa, black had no use unless under European gaze or colonial frameworks. Black had no use unless under European gaze or colonial frameworks. So white man had to be involved. Identity was tribal, religious, regional, not racial until colonizers imposed it. Even today, Africans often don't think of themselves as black unless abroad. You know what I mean? They're scammers. In fact, some African immigrants have been known to distance themselves from black American identity upon arriving in the U.S. precisely because they didn't grow up with that label. Family, this is AI, family. This ain't Unbiased Ron. This ain't FBA, Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black. This isn't Dennis Sperling. This isn't Donnie Williams. This isn't Aspiring Heights. This isn't Pinky Wells. You dig? This isn't who in the chat? This ain't Let Get It number 4. Matter of fact, let me make Master fact check. Always murk them. Let me make Master H a moderator. Master H, I'm gonna give you a lineage wrench. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So this ain't Master H research. This ain't Flowers Galore research. This ain't IM6 research. This ain't Ricardo Flott research. This ain't Leonard de Yuda research. This ain't Salida Marie research. This isn't F2FOU research. This isn't Andre Townsend research. This ain't Moonduck research. Moonduck Maximus. I believe he got his link to his merch. So Moonduck Maximus got his link to the merch, and right there, click that, check out his merch. This isn't Four Lang research. This isn't Claude Zandan research. This isn't Flack research. This ain't World Views research. This isn't Telvin Jones research. This ain't Marvin Roel research. This isn't Miss Lady K research. But they want to maybe make Miss Lady K a moderator. Let me give her a lineage wrench. Make Miss Lady K I'll make you a moderator. Bless you with your lineage wrench. Okay. This isn't Aspiring Heights research. This isn't urban commute research. This isn't who else in the building. This isn't Donnie Williams. I said him already. This ain't FBA Convo research. This isn't Torino 3 research. This isn't Tandria Williams research. This isn't Ghost Rider research. This isn't who else in the building. Kiel Hall research. Nah, this ain't y'all research. This ain't bias. You dig? This ain't B Jackson research. This isn't who else in the building. This isn't the family research. This is Chat GPT. This is AI. Okay, it's AI. All right. Even today, Africans don't think of themselves as black unless abroad. In fact, in fact, some African immigrants have been known to distance themselves from black American identity upon arriving in the US, precisely because they didn't grow up with that label. So the cosplay and tap into our tangibles, they adopt black. Number 5, academic and cultural consensus. Ethnic studies, African American studies, and diaspora historians widely recognize that black as a racial ethnic identifier originated in the US, you fucking lying ass tether, especially among descendants of enslaved Africans. DOS, descendants of slaves. Other diasporic communities only adopted black afterwards. Wait a minute. Other diasporic communities only adopted black afterwards, and often due to black American cultural influence. Oh, you mad. You mad as hell. Damn, you mad. And here's one of your leaders. This ain't my leader. Here's one of your leaders. A quote from Dr. John Henry Clark. We are the only people on earth whose ethnic name is a color, and we gave meaning to that color. That's it. That's y'all boy. That's y'all scholar, Dr. John Henry Clark. That was a fact, though. Okay. So, group, Black Americans, did they call themselves black as an ethnonym before 1960s? Yes. Jamaicans, no. Africans, no. Afro-Caribbeans, no. Afro-Latinos, no. That's all we need to know. Okay, final thought. Unbiased Ron, you are correct. I'm damn near always correct. Black Americans are the inventors of black as a standalone ethnonym. Others have adopted it due to American global influence. That's after us, but not as a native self-ascribed identity. Family, this is why they don't call in. Now, hey, Tether Dream, call back in. So now we got that out the way. Let me add the phone number back in, because we want to laugh now. We want you to justify that shit. All right, so now this time you call in, bro, you got it, bro. I'm not gonna say one word. You call in, you got 5 minutes of free uninterruption. 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to rant. Okay. Without any interruption. We're gonna laugh at you to justify this shit. Okay, so let me put the phone number back in with the meeting ID. So this is not just for him, that's anybody who disagrees. All right. So now and guess what? You got 5 minutes to rant without me interrupting. Because I said what I said, I'm good. I'm confident in what I know. Okay. So Tether Dream or any other tether out there, white supremacists, whatever. Here's the phone number. Call back in. And now let me hear what you guys say now. There you go. Tether Dream, go ahead. Or anybody. Call in. 7 Up. Peace, bro. So anybody call in. I'm gonna do this show tomorrow morning right there. I want a quick one. What is this? Why is that on my shit? Okay, I don't know what this is right here. Let's find out.
What's happening, peoples? What we about to get into is Tariq Nasheed. I love him. My Black Foundational Black Americans, we love him. We rock with him. We holding him down, just like y'all were holding Charlie.
Okay, I thought he was trolling. All right, let's move on. Thank you, brother.
FBA group is a fringe group within the Black community that are pushing this delineation agenda, but it's also an internet thing. The FBA thing is a huge internet thing.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by it? What?
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Like, she thought that hit. That doesn't hit. You're not eating with that, man. That went nowhere. Okay, y'all influence is nowhere near ours. You heard. We read what we read. Our influence is global. Your influence is at best national in Jamaica, or you know what I mean. That's it. And that's not even your case. So what you just said, that did not hit nowhere. Nobody's gonna repeat that. That goes nowhere. People repeat shit we say. We got the whole world saying I can't breathe. I'm sorry. We got the whole world saying I can't breathe. We got the whole world saying Black Lives Matter. Those are our chants. We got the whole world saying the white man's the devil. That's some shit we came up with. Black man's God. Those are all kings and queens. That's our chant. Good or bad. That's our chant. Okay? Yeah, nobody repeats your shit past your community. So that ain't going nowhere.
What do you mean by FBA being an internet thing? What do you mean by that?
I mean that I see it more
Crack
in the
Nader
internet. I
2033,
see
peace,
it on
man.
TikTok. I see it on
All right,
in
cool.
YouTube.
All right, so he's calling back in. I'm a man of my word. He's gonna have hold on. I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to just see what you got to say without me chiming in. All right. Let me go on mute right now. Let me mute myself. It's 7:20. Okay, so it just turned 7:23. You got the 7 as long as it's respectful. If it's personal shots, I'm gonna get you out of here. But you got 7:28.
Wow, thanks.
All right, go.
Ron, wow, 5 minutes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Ron, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear
Go
me?
ahead. Yes, loud and clear.
All right, great. I got to say 5 minutes. Thank you so much. That's a lot of time. Appreciate it. But man, Ron, you have so much hate in your heart, bro. Like, wow, the hate emanating from you is so strong. It is absolutely ridiculous how strong that hate is, and all to claim the word black. It's just so interesting. But what I'm going to just read something about, because I mentioned before that that Haiti in the 19th century, in the 1800s, referred to themselves as blacks, les noirs. So I just want to read a little bit what ChatGPT says. It says it's talking about the emergence of black as an identity, and it says the self-identification as noirs or blacks started appearing more strongly in the 18th century, particularly during the buildup of the Haitian Revolution from 1791 to 1804. Revolutionary leaders like Toussaint Louverture and Jean-Jacques Dessalines sometimes embraced black as a proud collective identity in opposition to white colonists. Example, later revolutionary writings. In Dessalines' 1804 Independence Declaration, Haitians are explicitly referred to as les noirs, the blacks, reclaiming the term as a positive collective identity against white colonists. But in the 17th century, before the 17th century, that revolutionary consciousness developed. Haitians then enslaved Africans in Saint Dominique were far more likely to identify themselves by their ethnic nation or maroon or free status, not as blacks. So in the 17th century, they weren't referring to themselves as blacks, but in the 1800s, the 19th century, they absolutely were through the and there's evidence of that. Now, this is an ethnonym, and the reason we can say this is an ethnonym, because the definition of an ethnonym, if I could just read the definition of what an ethnonym is, it says an ethnonym is the name applied to a specific ethnic group or people. So if you call, and the Haitians were referring to their people as the blacks, les noirs, and so because of that, it can be seen as an ethnonym. So I don't understand why that's not an example. If the Haitians were referring to their people as les noirs, and Dessalines even did it, I don't understand why it's not an ethnonym. So I think Haitians definitely were referring to themselves as blacks before, as an ethnonym, before Black Americans. Yeah. And that's pretty much all I have to say. You had said earlier, well, it doesn't really matter, but you said earlier that if I was in the chat running my mouth to block me. or to time me out. But I just want you to know that, you know, one of your lovely moderators blocked me. You know, you wanna unblock me, that's on you. But you know, but there is so much hate coming from you, Ron, and you can just cut in when my 5 minutes is up. But there is so much hate emanating from you. It is just crazy to me, and just so illogical. And I'm like, why is there so much hate coming out of you just because you want to claim the word black, or just because you want to distance yourself from other people who say they are black? It is just so crazy to me. Like you just sound like a crazy person online when you're calling people filthy dog. Like you just sound like such a crazy, irrational, mad person. Like you just sound literally like a madman, Ron. And you know what I mean? I mean, if that's what you are, bro, that's just what you are. But let me say this as well, since you always, how much time do I have left, Ron?
Well, this last thing you want to say, then I'm gonna chime in. Then we'll interact. So the last, go ahead, sum it up, or whatever you're gonna say last. Now I'm gonna cut in.
No, what I have to say is on a different topic. So I don't want to. So if you want to say something about what I said, you know,
I have a brain. No, you could do a different topic, but just because I might respond to both.
Okay. So what's also interesting to me, right, is that, you know, you keep saying Marcus Garvey met with the KKK.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I think even in one video you said we can't find an FBA leader that did that. But you know,
no. Wait, no. Okay, I never said that, because revenue. Okay, brother, listen, not brother, other. I am a former member of the Nation of Islam, so I would never say that. You dig?
Right. So when you were a member of the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question?
Wait. That doesn't matter, because DJ Focus, the guy who I don't know if you spoke to him yet, but DJ Focus' father was a big name in Islam, and he was responsible for Eric Muhammad, who comes on Sinetta TV. So Sinetta TV gives praises and props to DJ Focus' father of how he got introduced to the Nation of Islam. By the way, the dude, Brother Craig, that was, if anybody can Google Dr. Khalid Muhammad lecture on spirituality versus religion, and I point out in my last video, that was Brother Craig holding post. Brother Craig was Brother Keith, one of his soldiers in Brother Keith's mosque. So brother, so now that's a failed attempt. Now I have a picture of myself with Brother Stephen and Dr. Wesley Muhammad in my city. So in a mosque setting, and I got pictures of myself in Mosque Mariam with Final Call. So brother, I don't got to prove nothing to you. Like in my community.
No, I just wanted to ask a question.
Wait. Let me just finish. So I am a real inactive registered member in the Nation of Islam. Like my name, I have an X. My name is registered. So now I would never say, wait, no. Okay, but it's not about you now. I'm talking, you said something about me and I'm responding to the chat. I would never say he was the only person. I had a different claim about Marcus Garvey, because he came before. So whatever example you're going to use, Marcus Garvey was first. Okay, so people came after him and thought that was the way, but he started that. Okay, so let me just point out this. Yeah, so you can't speak for me. I know what I'm talking about. I know my history better than you ever could. Now, it's funny that you mentioned Marcus Garvey. Okay, and I was hoping you never did that. I was hoping you stay in your lane. All right, but go ahead and continue, because I got a question about Marcus Garvey since you opened that can of worms. But first, finish what you're going to say, then let's come back to Marcus Garvey. You messed up. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, you know, what I would add is that from what I've read, I've seen where, you know, it says that there were actually black leaders in the South before Marcus Garvey, and even before the NOI.
What names?
That met with the KKK.
What names? What names?
I did a video on it. It's called
the
NOI and the KKK.
Okay.
You can encourage your chat to watch the video.
Wait, hold on. Slow down. You're talking to me right now. I got to first validate your information. Like it got to make sense. Now you said before Marcus Garvey. Okay, so there was no. Can we agree that there was no NOI before Marcus Garvey, right?
I said black leaders in the South. No, not the NOI.
Okay, cool. So give me one name, and I'm not saying you don't have a name. I'm just interested. Give me a name that met with the KKK. Give me a name.
I would have to go back into my notes.
Okay, you see the problem there? You see the problem there? When
No,
I
but
say
people,
something,
but people can just Google it on their own.
okay,
Ron.
wait. Well, no, yeah, but you and I are talking, and you and I have the burden of proof. So if I say something and you call me out on it, and you say, "Hey, Ron, prove that," I got to be able to prove that, or because you know our circles and which you aware of, you was around Unc and them, source up or shut up. You dig? Don't say nothing you cannot prove when you're called on it. So I don't say anything that I can't prove on the fly. All right. So you shouldn't do that. You should be ready because you had time. I was ranting for like 10, 15 minutes. You had time because you knew what you was going to say and you knew examples you were going to use. So you had time to get that information. You still got time. You can Google it, okay? Because you're going to get cooked there. But since you mentioned Marcus Garvey, do you agree that Marcus Garvey was a scammer and defrauster?
A scammer and a what?
Defraudster. He defrauded the government. Do you believe both of those are true? Okay, leave it
Yes.
there. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay.
So, but I had a question that I wanted to ask you. Do you
Go
mind
ahead.
if I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When you were when you were a member of the NOI, did you know that they had met with the KKK?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And you still joined them?
Okay, so hold on. See, brother, you can't fuck with me. You need to know, you should have asked, when did I know that? Okay. So now, unlike you, I could call my boy who I got to join, that I had call in to give his experience with his girlfriend that was a Kenyan woman, right? He gave his story about his Kenyan woman, right? Who was anti-FBA, said some we're slaves type shit. Okay, I could call him back. He joined because of me. And he could vouch for it on the fly. I could call him right now or have him give a number on the fly without prepping him. He'll tell you when we left. Okay, so the Nation of Islam, they don't even, I didn't even know who Master Farad Muhammad was. Do you know who Master Farad Muhammad is, by the way? Do you know who that is?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know who that was until later. So obviously they don't disclose the controversial shit up front. They try to reel you in and get you brainwashed, and then try to justify why they did certain shit. All right, so you wouldn't know that because you were never a part of the Nation of Islam. I was. All right, so yeah, so what they do is they teach you the black shit first, and then they'll sprinkle in the crazy shit later. Like the are you familiar with the speech? Our eyebrows was once the same texture as our hair. Are you familiar with that lecture? Or that's
No.
that right there? Okay. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that came light years later. Okay. Go ahead. Keep press by. So when I became wind of like certain shit in there, I got the fuck out. All right. Not just me, my brother, and a couple other people. All right. But now watch this, brother. I'm one of the only inactive members to leave the Nation of Islam and still be cool with the Nation of Islam. Most 99% people who leave the Nation of Islam, they'll give like a dog whistle. Don't fuck with him. Don't talk to her. You dig? They still today try to get me and my boy to rejoin. Like that's the type of imprint I left on the Nation of Islam.
So you still have a good relationship with them?
Okay. Yeah, of course. But I talk to
So
them
you
on a regular
still
basis.
have a good relationship with them?
On a regular basis, even though I'm heavy critical. Like I got some critical shit about them that I say all the time, and I'm still cool with them, which they don't allow. I had heavy criticism about Minister Farrakhan, some shit he talked about. But I'm different than you because people
I don't want to
when
cut
they
you off. Just
wait.
let me know when I can ask you a question.
Okay, cool. Just relax right now. I'm talking. You cutting me while I'm talking. So family, when I'm a real guy, see, real recognize real. Even though I'm heavy critical of Nation of Islam, online, in their face, in certain circles we talk, like DJ Focus would tell you, like he's born in that. That's what he is right now. He'll tell you that I debated them tooth and nail every day. But he still has a high respect for me, even though I disagree with their teachings. Because real recognize real, my boy. There's nothing fake about me. That's why I'm online. I get the reception I get online, no different than in person. All right. So I'm different than you. When I say something, I can back it up. I don't say shit I can't back up. Now, just real quick, you said before you ask your question, because I'm gonna come behind you and fact check you. Now, you said let's go back. So go back. Matter of fact, are you able to share? So now, what you read, what you read from, as far as the Haitian and Black, was that Chat GPT?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I got a link in the chat. Would you click that link and hang up and share your screen?
I'm on my phone right now. I don't think I can share my
Oh,
screen.
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna type it in verbatim. So go back. And the main thing you said, okay, so your main reason why Haitians use black as an ethnonym, what reason? I'm on Chat GPT right now. So I'm gonna type it in. Go ahead.
It's how they refer to themselves. It's
Okay,
how
wait.
Dessalines refer to themselves collectively.
Cool. Haitians
Les
and
Noirs.
Dessalines, right? Refer to themselves as what?
Les Noirs. Noirs. It's French
Okay.
for the black.
Wait. Okay. Refer to themselves as say that. So you said less LES?
LES. Les Noirs. Les Noirs. NOIRS.
NOIRS.
Yes.
And you're saying that's the equivalent of how we use black in our circle, 1960s, right?
So I'm saying that's the same. If you're saying you use it as an ethnonym,
No. Look, I'm just asking. Look, brother.
They're using it as an ethnonym.
Other. Slow down. So you're talking. Okay, dude, you're just confusing. Brother, I asked a simple question. Just answer a simple question. I'm trying to reword this correctly before I press enter. Okay. Okay. So the way Black Americans use black as an so basically the Haitian, they call themselves Les Noirs before they call themselves Haitians, right?
Yeah, I believe so, because this was before they gained independence.
Okay, so they were not Haitians before independence. Okay, so as an ethnonym, the same way. Okay, and if ChatGPT said you're a liar, would you concede?
No, because can I explain why?
No.
Can I explain why?
No. I'm good. So hold on.
Not just one way to be an ethnonym.
Okay, I don't want to mute you, man. Listen, I don't want your tethered definitions, my boy. Like you just use Chat GPT to respond to what I said. So now I'm gonna type in what you said in Chat GPT and ask them, did the Haitians call themselves this before they call themselves Haitians? One, and when they call themselves Les Noirs, were they using? Wait, first of all, did that mean black? Well, hold on. Haitians and Dessalines refer to themselves as and Les Noirs meant black in the same way. See, that's why family, you can't trust these tethers. Because if it said yes, then I would concede. See, all he had to say was yes. And then Bob's wrong. If it says yes, you concede. I'd be like, yes. Okay, see, but he has a no, I'm not gonna do that. In the same way, Black Americans use black in the 60s. Okay, I'm gonna still look it up. Okay, I don't care what you're talking about. The same way Black Americans use black as an ethnonym is the same way Haitians and Dessalines uses Les Noirs to describe themselves. I got you, bro. It's the same way Haitians and Dessalines use to mean black. That's to describe themselves to mean black.
Are you going to unmute me at any point, Ron?
Okay.
Are you going to unmute me?
Yeah, no, but don't talk while I look this up. It's the same way Haitian.
Why can't I talk while you
No, because we heard you. That's it. We heard you. Matter of fact, I can play the video. You're right. I can play the video. Hold on. Let me share my screen. I want you talking. I'm not gonna talk. And look this up. Now you just really canceled yourself. My man said if his research debunks him, he's not going to concede. He's going to override ChatGPT himself.
That's
Okay.
a stupid question you're asking.
And their,
ChatGPT.
their purpose in YouTube.
Wait, did ChatGPT not give you the answer you were looking for? Why you not playing with
Black
ChatGPT?
Americans and
We
their,
can't hear you, man.
know,
Be quiet while I look
their
this up.
purpose, what they
Ethnic is
doing
the
or
same way
whatever.
Haitians and the same you.
Even I saw it in the comments. So
Why you
some
not
Black
reading
Americans are talking
ChatGPT?
about, I don't even
Okay,
know
I
what is
gotta mute you,
FBA,
man.
and I don't even
I
hear
gotta
about
mute
it
you.
in
I'm
the
trying.
real
First of all,
world. I
hold on.
just see it in the
First of all, let me share my screen, family, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let everybody see what I'm doing. I'm typing, you dumb idiot. I'm typing. Okay, I'm typing exactly what you said to me. I'm just correcting my typo. This way use to mean. You dig? What are you talking about, man? So now everybody can see what I'm doing. Let me play the video as I type.
You'd rather play a video than have me say something,
Even
bro?
people in the comment
Because
section
you said
were saying
enough.
that.
Now I'm gonna challenge you.
So I'm assuming because for the reactions that I saw in the comment section, I saw that the audience that you have, a lot of them were not FBAs. Because the ones that they were considering themselves FBAs, it was just a small amount comparing to the rest of the other ones. If a Black American say like, it's okay, it's fine, like I feel bad that you feel this way or whatever, the FBA will respond like, okay, so you could go with her like that. Like they will, so it's like a fringe, I think, community within the Black community.
Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you a question as I type this in, because I want it to be according to, I don't want to misrepresent you. Okay, so you said, so I'm just going to, you could talk, but only to this, as I'm trying to find this information. So you said, the same way we use, Black Americans use Black as an ethnonym is the same way Haitians and Dessalini, now I can't spell this name, but yeah, eat it, man. Well, put it back. You don't eat it, put it in. Okay. So you said, now, just to be clear, unmute yourself, man. Unmute yourself. Don't try to stay on mute now. Okay. So I'm trying to word this correctly.
You're the one that muted me. And you're
all
the one
right.
that's keeping me.
Okay. All right. So he said, okay, you see, family, he don't want to tell me what he typed in. I had to meet him again, and I'm gonna kick him off next. Okay. I just want to know what he typed in ChatGPT so I could kill it. Now, bro, again, bro, Ethan, you gonna work with me? I'm gonna get you off the channel. It's real simple. Off the podcast. I'm trying to type in what you said. So you said Black Americans use Black as an ethnonym the same way Haitians did and Dessalines did with the less Noirs, right? That word to mean Black as an ethnonym, right? Standalone ethnonym, right?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, go ahead. What did you say with less Noirs? Go ahead.
You said.
I know you said that, but go ahead. Forget about what I said. I'm going off what you just read. No. Okay.
I know. I'm about to get what I'm about.
No. Okay. You know, bye. Get out of here. Hey, family. He does not want to cooperate on purpose. Forget what I said. You did your own research. I want to know what you said. I want to know what your research said. And you worried about my research. I already said my research. I read it as I displayed it before everybody. Everybody read my research together. You read your research, nobody read with you. So I'm trying to type in what did your research say, so I could type in and challenge it. But I know what you said. Okay, now he's back in. He clicked. I'm gonna just throw you off again, bro. Okay, I got Carl in the building. Yeah, bro, we're not doing that. I want to know what you researched. I want to challenge your research. Okay, so we got a lot to unpack here. The same way Black Americans call themselves. Okay, so nobody say anything. I'm trying. Matter of fact, let me play the video. Nobody say anything.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
So you feel like FBA It's a group inside of the Black community.
Yeah. Did you see the videos? Not the videos. They talking about delineation. That word delineation.
Okay, so
that
I'm
they
ready to
use a
press
lot.
enter.
And they were saying like, we just want to delineate. We want to. But I was like, what are we delineating from?
Where
They
you
want to
at?
delineate from all other Black diasporas, and they just want to be this unique. They want the African American or Black American community to be unique within their own culture, and beside being Black Americans, they want to claim it also as an ethnicity.
All right. So before I press enter, because family, I know what you're gonna do. I'm gonna press enter, and Chat GPT is gonna call him a liar. So unmute yourself and let me get the wording right. If you don't want to cooperate, I don't care what I said. We only care about what you read to us. So now I'm trying to compare notes. If you're not gonna cooperate, I'm gonna get you off. I'm gonna have because Carl's in the building too. So if you don't cooperate, you're getting off. We're gonna talk to Carl. Okay. So now for you, I'm only one to respond to what you read to me. So from what you read, I'm either wrong or right. So from what you read, you said, are you saying that the Haitians, before they were Haitians, they called themselves Les Noirs, right?
Yes.
And that was they said that as a cultural ethnic identifier. Like so that was what they called themselves before they called themselves Haitian, right?
Yes, that's what they referred to their people.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. That's all. All right, I'm gonna make sure when I press enter, this is what you're saying. All right, cool. So let me play the video while I press enter, so there won't be no dry error.
Objectively speaking, they are unique. Their experience is unique. We could say that objectively. That the FBA experience, the Black American experience, yes.
Okay. So now, can you see my screen, buddy? Can you see my screen, American Dream? Hello?
Well, like I said, well.
No, I'm just asking. Can you?
sharing your
I'm only.
screen?
Yes, I am. Can you see my screen? That's all. So you might want to make your YouTube live, right? Maybe.
No, I'm in Zoom. How come I can't see it in Zoom?
It's okay. Look, I'm gonna stop sharing. I don't know why, but I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna share again. I know you can see it. All right, so I'm gonna stop.
I can't see it. I can't see it, bro.
The whole chat can see it, but you. Okay, I'm sharing again. Okay, it's there.
Are you showing me the video?
Can you see my screen? That's either yes or no.
Is it a picture of a man and a woman?
Yes. Well, what else would it be?
Yes.
Can you see my screen? Okay, good.
I thought you were Chat GPT. I thought it was Chat GPT
No.
you were pulling up.
I'm just asking you, can you see my screen? I'm gonna include that.
I can see your screen.
Okay, cool. Okay, watch this. Hey, family, if you watch football, right, and when it's fourth down and long, teams usually punt. So I'm gonna punt him off the screen. Did Haitians call themselves Haitian before Les Noirs? No, not initially. So you're already starting off backwards. It says timeline. Before 1804, pre-independence, the population was divided mostly by status. Enslaved Africans, Bosseles, free people of color, and whites. Colonial caste, mulattoes, Afriquis, and Noirs. Okay, watch this. Hey, my boy, you're out of here. No national identity existed yet. Only colonial labels from the French, you fucking idiot. It was the French that called them that. Okay, now look, let's go further. During the Haitian, no. Okay.
Makes you more right.
No, but put you in the goddamn waiting room makes me more right. Okay, so he's in the waiting room. All right, so during the hey yo, no tether can survive. You dig? It just can't. So I'm gonna put him back on after I'm done reading because I want him to respond to this. But he's not gonna let me read this without him chiming in. Okay. So we got did the Haitians he got go pee-pee? Damn, all right, family, hold on. Don't hang up.
They're Black.
Don't
and
hang
yes,
up.
black people of
You're
Latin
done.
America, black Africans, yeah, they're all black. They're the black race, but objectively, black Americans do have a unique experience. And I think that your own experience has proven it, and the experience of Africans that come to this country, Latinos that are black that come to this country, your experiences are much different. Your experience as a black Latina is much different here than the FBA experience. So their
Absolutely.
experience is unique, as well as their culture is unique.
I'm just trying to say that I'm a black woman. Do you get what I mean?
Of course I do. I mean, your initial, introduction was to say, "Hey, I'm black," although other, black Latinos want to claim that we're not black. We're black. I get that. I don't even. You're not gonna get a rebuttal out of me. It's
Exactly. And I want to actually disassociate from that perception that all of the African Latinos feel that way. Panamanians in particular, we don't at all. And we want out of that. We don't want nothing to do with that. And as you can see, like I saw in the comments, because the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans and some Cubans engage in that rhetoric, they just contaminating all of us. Afro-Latinos, that they do love their diaspora and they love their race and they love all of their African ancestry and their blackness, and now they are the African Americans or Black Americans, they are lumping us all together. Because what I saw in your comment section is like, well, you guys claim not to be black, so why are you talking about now? Now you all of a sudden want to be black. All of a sudden, like now from
Right. Now she can't wait. Let her go a little longer. Now you all of a sudden want to be black. Right. I get it.
recently now all Afro-Latinos want to be black. I'm tired of you guys disrespect. No, it's not all. You cannot put all of us
He
in one
said, now all of a sudden Latinos want to be black.
basket, because it's not all Afro-Latinos that feel like that. From the moment I was born, I've been identifying myself as a black woman, and I love my blackness. And
Oh, stop it. No, you wasn't. Okay, anyway. Let's finish cooking this guy. Did Haitians call themselves Haitians before Les Noirs? No, not initially. Timeline, 1804, pre-independence. The population was divided. I already read all that. No need to go back. Okay, so during the Haitian Revolution, 1791, 1804, Toussaint Louverture and others sometimes refer to themselves to their race as Les Noirs, the blacks. But this was a military political label distinguishing them from whites and mulatto elites, not yet a national or ethnic identity. It was strategic and temporary. Okay, our blackness in America is permanent. We called ourselves black since we made it up, and we never left it. Okay, so now watch this. 1804 onward, Jean Jacques Dessalines declared the new nation of Haiti and stated, "We are all Haitians." Nigga, you're done. You're done. At this point, Haitians replaced racial labels like Noir or mulatto as the new national identity. So by 1805, Haitians were calling themselves Haitian, not just black or Les Noirs. Let's keep going. Was Les Noirs an ethnonym like black in 1960s America? Not quite. Here's why. Les Noirs in revolutionary Haiti was a label of racial resistance. It was an action. It was a verb used in contrast to whites and mulattoes, less blancs, less mulattoes, whatever. But it wasn't a standalone. Look, family, this is the research. But it wasn't a standalone cultural or ethnic identity like how black evolved in the U.S. So they press stop, get the fuck out of here. In contrast, black in the 1960s, America became a permanent cultural identity, not just a temporary racial political label, deeply tied to civil rights, art, fashion, music. Black is beautiful, Pan-African political theory, FBA ethnogenesis. Black in America became a chosen identity out of pride and resilience. Les Noirs in Haiti was a reactionary term against French colonial racism. So we're comparing a noun to a goddamn verb. So did anyone else in the diaspora use black like Black American? The short answer is no. Not until after Black Americans did. Yeah, this dude is just done left and right. Now let him come back on and tether babble. All right. Hey, I mean, it's nothing else. It's nothing else. It's nothing else. All right. Yeah, you're dead, but you can talk while you in front of the grave. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so kind. So let me ask you this. Can I ask you a question, Ron?
Sure.
Okay, here's the question I'm asking you. So granted,
And wait, and then after you ask that question, can I ask you a question about Haiti?
absolutely,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
Uh-oh.
So, you know, would Haitians today have a right to call themselves Black in
No.
the same way that Dessalines and the Haitians back then referred to themselves as Blacks?
No.
Right? They're not using it the way y'all use it, the way you as an FBA use it. They're using it the way Dessalines used it before you used it. Would they have a right to do that?
No.
No? You're a clown, bro.
Why you laughing and calling me
You're a
names?
clown.
You asked me a
You're a
question.
clown.
Okay.
What's your question for me?
Okay. I mean, but my question is why you asked me a question? I said no, and then you calling me names. You got mad at me calling you names.
You're a
And
clown.
then
You called me enough names. Clown doesn't come close to what you've called me.
Okay, so why would I be a clown?
Because why would Haitians today not refer to themselves as Black the same way in honor of Dessalines and them, the same way Dessalines and them did? Dessalines and them used it as an
Okay.
ethnonym to refer to their people. Right.
No,
There are
they
different
didn't.
types of ethnonyms. There are different
No, they
types of ethnonyms. There's
no.
not just one way to use an ethnonym. They
Okay.
use it as an ethnonym. Can I finish?
Okay. Go ahead. I thought I was gonna have a chance to go ahead, bro. Go ahead and teach us. Go ahead,
Just let me
lecture.
finish. I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
speak forever, bro.
Go ahead.
Like I'm trying to figure out and there's not one way to use an ethnonym. Did Dessalines and them use the same type of ethnonym that y'all use? Probably not. They were using it just to not refer to their ethnicity or their culture, just to represent their people. But that's still an ethnonym. It's a different type of an ethnonym, but it's still an ethnonym. And why wouldn't Haitians today, who were calling themselves Blacks way before y'all, how do you now come up and say, hey,
Wait. Now you're saying something else, and I was gonna ask you that. When you said way before us, brother, what year was that when they called themselves Les Noirs?
1804.
Okay, brother.
You said
You're
y'all
gonna
started calling yourself Blacks
No,
in
no,
the
no. Okay.
in
Wait.
1950.
Hey, yeah. Wait. Relax. Hey, okay. Let me ask you a
Isn't that
question.
before the Black
Wait,
Power
wait.
movement, Ron?
Okay, dude, are you gonna overtalk me? Or am I gonna talk? See, this is why I kick you off. Now, let me
Go
ask you a
ahead,
question.
man. Go ahead.
No, brother. Is there a such thing as a free black? Is there a such thing as Paul Cuff? Was he a free black? Were free blacks pre ACS Liberia? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, you're dead, bro. We were calling
How
ourselves
the hell am I dead?
okay, because we were labeled free blacks because we called ourselves free blacks way before 1804, my boy.
Who called ourselves free blacks?
Okay, we called ourselves free blacks.
Black Americans?
Yes. Well, yeah, free black, but
In
well,
what year?
okay, seven in the like 1780s, 1770s, bro. You ever heard of meritorious manumission?
The who? No.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, family. See, he don't
Hold
know
on.
nothing.
So you're
Yeah,
saying they used it the same way you use it today?
listen. Yes,
I'm asking, okay,
yes,
if
yes,
they
yes,
listen, if in the
yes.
17th century,
Wait.
no, you
Hold on,
wait.
hold on.
Can I say
No,
something?
no, 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 no. Because
No, no, no. I knew you was gonna say no, no, no.
because I'm responding to you. You said that they were calling themselves blacks before us. No, I just cooked you. That's we were called we were calling ourselves free blacks during the mid 1700s when we bought ourselves out of slavery or got bought from slavery or were meritoriously manumitted. That person was considered a free black.
Can I
Yes or
ask you a
no?
question?
No, no, no. Not ask me a question. Yes or no? When we bought ourselves from slavery in the mid 1700s, or got bought from slavery, or were meritoriously manumitted, were we considered free blacks? Yes or no? Did we call ourselves free blacks? Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, so that's before 1804. Okay, so we're gonna use dates
Okay.
that. Okay, wait. No, no, no. You're not taking control because I'm debunking something. So even still, we were blacks before anybody else. Now, secondly, when the Haitians started calling so less New York, that was a reaction, right? That was a verb, as a verb, not a proper noun. Correct? Yes or no?
No, that was a noun.
No. We read it was reactionary. You know, action. You know, no, bro. Come on, man. I'm American. I know English.
Why do you hold
Reaction. Wait,
on?
no.
Americans,
No. We read they use it as a reactionary term. You see that word action
Ron, the
there? Oh,
blacks in America was
no.
reactionary too.
No.
What the hell is wrong with you,
Okay,
Ron?
I got you. Hey, I got him out of character. I'm gonna put you back in the weight room. I got him out of character. That's beautiful. Uh, I got him out of character, and he's normally in character. So to get him out of character, he's hot. He's holding his hot L. He's holding his hot L. He's out of character. He's mad. No, it was not reactionary to us. We were that. That's a noun. It's a proper noun. It describes who we are, and we never left it. See, they used that as reactionary to the French, and it was used until they called themselves Haitians. We never called ourselves something. Once black got introduced, collectively, we never called ourselves something outside of black. We've always been black, and we're black today, foundation Black Americans, and we're called Black Americans today. Like even you guys, Africans and wherever else, they call us Black Americans, and sometimes they call us African Americans, and sometimes they use them interchangeably. But the bottom line is, in 2025, people still call us Black Americans, and we for sure call ourselves Black Americans. So we never left it. It was never a placement holder. But I'm gonna ask you a question now. But now is because you said I can ask you questions. So let me ask you a question, and you can ask me a question. So we'll go back and forth, tit for tat, until I leave. All right. So I'm trying to join you back. Okay. So I got a question for you. And then you can ask me a question. So under Toussaint leadership, right? Are you familiar with Toussaint being the first leader of the Haitians?
Can I say something first?
Wait, no. It was my question to you. Because remember, I said, can I ask you a question? You said yes. I never asked a question. I kept responding
Sure
to you.
thing. Go ahead.
Okay. So are you familiar? So before I ask the question, I want to know if you're familiar with this stuff. So you familiar with Toussaint being the leader after they got freedom from the French rule? Toussaint.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I believe so.
Toussaint
Yes.
Louverture or whatever. Okay. Why did Toussaint re-enslave the Haitians after they just fought against slavery? That's the question to you.
I don't know. I wasn't even aware that happened.
Sheesh. Okay, ask your question. See, not on my level at all, but ask your question.
Yeah, so the blacks in America, the first.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, get it
Yeah,
out, get it out, get it out.
go ahead. I'm saying,
Good.
yeah,
Right. So,
dude, you got
the
no history
blacks
to
in
challenge me, man. This is
the
embarrassing.
the reason that blacks in America called themselves blacks was for the same reason that the blacks in the Caribbean called themselves blacks or les noirs, is because the white people were calling them black. So they were reactionary as well. Blacks in America were reacting to what they were being called here the same way. And it makes perfect sense. Like the slaves in America referred to themselves as the blacks because the slave masters here were calling them the blacks. English terms. In Haiti, they were French. They had French slave masters. So there they called themselves les noirs, because that's what their slave masters called them. But they used the term for the same exact reason. There was no difference in how they were using it. They were using it to refer to themselves as a people, and they used it the same way, just, out of their own will. The blacks in America call themselves blacks. It's the same way in Haiti. And in other parts of the Caribbean, they refer to themselves as black simply because that's what they were being referred to as. And after a while, they started referring to themselves as that and started to identify as that. Now, so y'all, they use black for the same exact reason you use black. So for you to hear now be saying, oh, we're the only ones who use it in this way, like, so what? What are you talking about? First of all, the original usage of the words, y'all use it for the same exact reason. Now that it's evolved and it's black power and you have some other meaning to it that you've added, now you're going to tell everybody else that's been using it all along that they can't use it? You crazy. If
All
you think
along?
do you really think, Ron, do
That's
you
not
think the
all along.
Haitians in
Fucking 4 years.
Ron, can I ask you a
3
question, Ron?
years. Yeah, go ahead.
Do
But
you
that's
think the
not. Wait.
Ron, let me ask you a
Go
question. Do
ahead.
you think
And
the
now I'm
Haitians,
responding to what you said.
do you think the Haitians that went through the revolution that was calling themselves Les Noirs, do you think they called themselves Les Noirs because y'all were calling yourselves the blacks? If you do, you're an idiot.
Okay.
That's
So
ridiculous. That's a
all right.
ridiculous thought.
All
But
right.
that's
Let me
the thought
respond to
that's
you,
in your
bro.
head.
God damn. Yo, you went. I didn't even look. I didn't cut in. Did I cut
Go
in
ahead,
just now when
answer
you
the
went?
question. Then
No.
answer
Okay.
the
Wait.
question. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna respond to what you said. Then answer the question. Okay. So did I cut in? Come over here. Did I cut in when you went? Right. I
I'm
didn't cut
gonna
in, right?
mute out. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay. Wait. Okay. So cool. We know I didn't cut in because nothing he say is gonna like be superior to what I got to say. Okay. Les Noir. Okay. Let's go with Les Noir. Right. Why didn't they keep calling themselves Les Noir? Why switch to Haitians? Matter of fact, let me ask Google, right? Why did the Haitians go from Les Noir to why did the Haitians stop calling them? It's on the fly themselves. It's on the fly, family. All right. I want to know. Les Noir and rather Haitians. This is important. Why the change? Okay, so following the Haitian Revolution, Haitians embraced Haitian as their national identity to supersede divisive colonial racial categories and forge a unified sovereign nation. Revolutionary leaders strategically replaced the French colonial terms a family. Google AI overview said Les Noir is the French colonial term, Les Noir. Hey, come off mute, buddy. Yo, they can't fuck with me at all. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. It says, what's his name? Dessalini. It said that
Yeah.
he replaced the French colonial term, Les Noirs, blacks, with so this is not an ethnonym. Ethnonym is when you self-identify. This is, I forgot what name this is called, but when somebody else call you something, that's not an ethnonym. So right here, can we agree? It says the French called them Les Noirs. Is that true or false? What we're reading?
That's true. But can I say
Okay.
something?
Wait.
Can I say
Before you do,
something?
no, still my go.
Can I
Still my
say
go.
something?
No, still my go. Though. Still my go. I just wanted to clarify we're reading the same shit. Okay, then you can go because you had this question for me. Okay, so family, we're all reading this shit together. So that's different from us. Nobody called us black. We called ourselves black. All right. And matter of fact, and we gave the definition and the criteria of what is black. And black ties yourself to the lineage, all right, to the slave lineage in the United States of America. The French family is who called the Haitians Les Noirs. He just lied. It says so. Dessalini replaced what the French called them, Les Noirs, blacks, with the new national identity to define all citizens equally and reject the racism of the soul. So this was a racist. This was a look. Les Noirs was a racist term for the Haitians that Dessalini replaced. As a matter of fact, thank you, brother. From now on, I'm gonna call Haitians Les Noirs. But go ahead. They're gonna be mad as hell. They're not gonna embrace that term. Go ahead, bro.
The blacks was the colonial term, that the English called slaves in America. I don't understand. Like, les noirs is I already said that. Les noirs is what the French slave masters called the slaves in Haiti, and the blacks is what the white the English or the British slave masters called the slaves in America. But they're both colonial terms that and as certainly as and as certainly as in America. Can I finish? Can I finish?
No. Let
Can I
me ask you
finish?
this. No. This question got to be asked.
I got
Okay.
5 seconds left to finish.
No, because you already started with a lie. Okay, or you're misrepresenting. I bet you took an L all day
Oh
today, bro.
Lord. Go ahead and ask the question, bro.
Ain't nobody gonna be describing your shit after today. You're so disingenuous. Now check
It's
this out.
American Dream Guy at American Dream.
Nobody's going, bro. We on code. Like you're. I mean, you can say that all day long. Matter of fact, unmute yourself and keep saying it. Ain't nobody going over there. We're on code, bro. Nobody fucking supporting fucking tether channel. Like
at
that.
American Dream Guy.
Okay.
Can I say one more time?
Say it again. Go ahead.
At American Dream
Now
Guy.
the whole thing. Say the whole thing.
That's it. That's my YouTube joint. At
Start
American
over.
Dream Guy.
Okay, cool. Ain't nobody going. Like we're on code.
Okay.
Good luck with that bullshit. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Everybody needs a little bit of luck.
Well, look, that's why I let you say it, because whoever goes there don't belong over here anyway. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. We do not encourage dual allegiances. That's one thing we don't encourage. Like we encourage single allegiances. So if anybody's supporting non-FBA shit who's clearly anti-FBA, you can't come back over here. And if we catch you in these spaces, man, we blocking you. We pointing you out. We're definitely gonna highlight you, whoever that support these hateful FBA channels. That's first and foremost. Okay. So when white folks called us black, I got it. So when white folks called us black, did they call us black in an ethnonym sense, or did they call us black as a descriptor, like an adjective?
In the same sense that the French called the Haitians les noirs. The same exact sense.
Okay. So did you see that what we read, right? They called that was a racist slur.
So was the blacks. Jesus Lord.
Hey, listen, he's not hearing it because he's mad. He got the L tonight because look how far away from we are from his original claim. His original claim was that the Haitians themselves called themselves les noirs as a ethnonym. That was his original term. That was his original argument. You dig? I'm going down a rabbit hole with this guy. But his original argument was the Haitians themselves called themselves les noirs, and I'm gonna clip that shit. You said they called themselves les noirs as a ethnonym, no different than FBA did. And that's why I said, hey, let me know if this is what you mean. Matter of fact, you guys can see what I typed up. Look, I'm gonna share my screen. You can see because I had his permission before I typed this in there. I had his permission. Is this what you're saying? He said yes. There you go. Black as an ethnonym is the same way Haitians and descendants use les noir to mean black, and the same way Black Americans use black. And look, this is the 60s. This ain't the 1700s or early 1800s. How white folks use it. So our reference, bro, was the 60s. So that means that we have control of how this word is being defined. Remember that. So I got the 60s here, and I got your permission before I pressed enter. You said yes.
Make sure you get that in the clip.
Okay, so yeah, you are. Well, I don't need to clip you, but for what? Like you're
come on,
bag.
Get it in the clip.
You're easy body bag. What I need to? Nah, I got bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean?
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, and then that's it. So say something, and then because I'm about to shut down and leave.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be great. But what I'm saying is, both terms, les noirs and the blacks, they both started off as colonial terms that they were referred to as in derogatory ways. And both groups eventually took on those words and started to, the same way we take on nigger today, and it becomes ourselves. It's the same way we took it on as ethnonyms, but it evolved into an ethnonym. But it started off as a colonial derogatory term, and
Wait,
they
wait, wait, wait,
used
wait,
it
wait,
for
wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
same
wait, wait,
exact
wait, 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 wait,
reasons.
wait. Hold on. We didn't never have a colonizer. So you're lying right there. We never had a
What?
colonizer. We never had a
We didn't
colonizer,
have
stupid.
13 we didn't have 13
Wait, no, 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 no,
colonies.
no. Hey, no, no.
There
Hold,
weren't
hold,
13
hold,
colonies,
hold, hold on.
Ron.
Hey, bro, that's the British, bro. You're talking about us being called
What?
black. Wait, hold, wait, hold. See, now you're a fool. You can't fuck with me when it comes to history.
What?
No, okay, yeah, you're a fool. Let me mute you. You're a fool. Under British rule, we were not called blacks. The fuck you talking about? That no, what the? I gave you a date when we were called blacks, free blacks. That was after 1776. You fool. Yeah, who do you think you? This is me. This is unbiased Ron. You can't fuck with me when it comes to history, man. We never had a colonizer, fool. Yeah, exactly. Damn, mute yourself. And you start lying again, I'm gonna throw you off. We never had a colonizer. Oh, the British 13 colonies. Yeah. But
I mean, we were the 13 colonies, but if you
okay,
say
all right. Goodbye. Let me get you out of here. Yeah, we ain't never see that's one thing tethers do and Africans do who are tethers themselves. They like to try to tie us into their experiences because they always argue about imperialist America. They always argue about colonizers and neo-colonialism, and then they try to lump us up there, lump us in that shit. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's all to do with Africa. Our fight is not against imperialism, neo-colonialism, or colonialism. Our shit is systemic racism, bro. Fuck you talking about? And and uh, and they pick this fool off. Talking about we had colonizers, and yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm not. You're not gonna brainwash my family, my lineage, my boy. Not doing that.
Guy
Not
black.
today.
That's something that my grandmother used to tell me. Panamanian is just a nationality. I could be born in any country in the world. I still would have been born black. And that's something that I take much of a lot of pride. So I just wanted to make clear that because I can actually speak for Black Americans. So I just hate
You
the
can?
fact that we are in a time that the tensions, the racial tensions and the divides and the all of this is like taking an upward. And then I just want to make clear to Black Americans is like, hey, don't look over here, look that way. That's them. We don't be walking around in the streets of New York. I be telling Black people in their face, me no black, papi, me no black. No, that's not us. And that's all I wanted to say.
I do want to.
That's me. That's my computer freezing.
On now, yes. But if you want to go ahead and take it home to think about, by all means. Pero si tú piensas que you could respond to it now, by all means. So listen to what I'm going to tell you, please. Listen to everything before you respond, okay? You said Black Americans want to put all of us Afro-Latinos in one category, bunches all together, okay? Mira, listen to what I'm going to tell you, please. Afro-Latinos bunch themselves together, whether they...
All right, family. Les Noirs. That's their new name. We're no longer calling them Haitian. You dig? So when the Asian, we call it, this is what they want to be called. We ain't got no argument. You dig? You are Les Noirs, and I guarantee you they get offended. I guarantee you. They say, hey, if I called you Les Noirs, would you be offended? They my man, don't call me that. I guarantee you. Hey, Hey, hold on. I got a super chat here. Claude Neely, France, Amos in the building. Super chat $10. You did. Oh, we got a $5 one too by FBA Convo. All right. So he says white supremacist equals tether, white supremacist collaborator, FBA exploiter, vampires, vultures of FBA equal liars. 100%. FBA Convo says he says $5 super chat. Lineage love in the building. FBA is growing. We're getting the word out to 53 million to stay on code. That's right. That's right, man. So yeah, family. The Rodney Holland in the building, but immigrants come in a bunch against FBA's facts. We got Bro in the building. We got Buckhorse DC. We got Ray. We got Breeze Omega. This is a roll call before I log off. We got Ricardo Flott. And so I normally go at 9 p.m. But this is so when I went live today at 6 o'clock, this is the live. This is the 9 p.m. So when I log off here, guys, you'll catch me in the morning. Right. I won't be back live tonight. I don't think so. Okay. I doubt it. Diamond will post what she wants. Peace to you. Let's get it 004. Shadow 1SD. You feel me? FBA Convo, Master H. We got Salita Marie in the building. We got Golden Brown, longtime supporter. We got Sinu Gladiator. We got Leonard De Yuda. You dig for Lang. We got who else we got in here? We got Aspiring Heights in the building. You dig? A lot of y'all starting to be consistent. I love that. Be consistency is how people grow. Buckhorse DC, Ray. If I don't always say your name. We got Donnie Williams, I Spy 22, Speed Racer 77, Ricardo Flott. You feel me? Who else is in the building? Marvin Roel in the building. You feel me? Let's go to Miss Hart. Wow, long time. You're back here. That's right. Baby mama from Jamaica, 1966. When we were successfully married at 70%, Jamaicans were unwedded and they had baby mama problems when we had marriage solutions. What you want, man? Hey. All right. We have who else in the building? We have Polo Styles in the building. You dig? Who else in here before I log off? We have Kiel Hall, Darrow Williams, Born Enemy, Kip DR in the building. We have Crack Netter 33 in the building. We have who else in the building? 7 Up in the building. Yeah, so man, that's right, family. So let me end this poll right here. All right, let me end this poll. How I end this damn poll? End the poll. Did Jamaicans call themselves black before FBA ADOS? So now this guy ran around the building. He first said, so his first argument, like I said, I don't mind going down rabbit holes because I'm learning as well. You feel me? We're learning all together as well on the fly. But his original argument was that he got to fix on his platform was that Haitians called themselves Les Noirs. That's a lie. They were not called us. They didn't call themselves that. The French called them that as they were subjected to the French. And once they fought for independence, Dessalines said, "Hey, we're no longer French. We're no longer Les Noirs, a racial term. We are now Haitians." All right, that was the declaration. We're now Haitians. So we ain't gonna let no damn tether come on here and rewrite history. Tiger Crane's in the building. Yeah, he needs some type of he's upset. This is the first time I ever seen him out of character like that. He usually can compose himself, but that means we're doing something great. That they're starting to just go all out werewolf on us. You dig? Let me see. Well, who else is here? All right, family, listen. The super chat was there. Thank you for the super chat love. The Cash App is there. So for folks who didn't get a chance to super chat, who want to stay quiet, silent donors, you can definitely super chat. Shout out to those who super chatted yesterday because I was able to look. I'm at a restaurant now. I'm able to eat and go live because you can't go live without patronizing a restaurant. They're gonna kick your ass out. So I was able to eat and go live this early because you guys super chat. You feel me? So folks that want to donate $2, $3 so I can go live again early in a restaurant, Because I went to a dope spot today. It was perfect, man. I cannot, family, you won't believe my experience, man. So I was at a McDonald's, a great McDonald's that I cased out maybe a week and a half ago. It was perfect. Had a location that was isolated from the public, dope to go live. You're out of people's way, they out of your way. It just so happened, I didn't realize until I was there that I had the only wall outlet. So everybody who had a laptop was coming in to use my space. There was no other wall unit, right? There's no wall outlet. So as I was ordering, I'm looking for other wall outlets. I said, oh shit. Cause I knew I was gonna be there for like 6, 7 hours. And yes, they were mad. They had the evil eye. They gave me the evil eye all day. They would leave and come back and I'm still there. I'm like, oh shit. But what's worse was this. So a Latino older guy, like sat next to me. He gave me his cord to plug in. Now it was kind of disrespectful because I had two things plugged in the cord. So he gave me his cord to plug in to say basically take your shit out, put mine in there. Now this is where I'm at was it is a largely Hispanic community. So I'm like, okay. So I took one of my plugs out and put his in there. So he's cool. His laptop plugged up. He's cool. He's out of the way. No issue. I'm live going crazy earlier today. So he needed help with something, right, on his laptop. He was trying to download a McDonald's app, whatever. And the staff, now family, when do the fucking staff work for a customer or a client? When do the customer, when do the staff work for a customer? When do the staff is on the clock to come help out a customer log on to a fucking app? I mean, I just couldn't believe what was going on. So they're on the clock and they're helping this dude install an app. So they said, hey, you can't install an app on your computer. You got to do it on your phone. And they're on the clock, literally helping this guy install a McDonald's app. Now, if that was myself or any FBA, man, they'd be like, yo, figure that shit out. So anyway, I mean, about 2-3 people trying to help this old man. You know, old folks are like, they're not very good at the app thing. So the supervisor, the shift supervisor at some point came over there. And you know, I'm there for, I ain't gonna lie, I'm there for hours, right? So she looked at me, but I'm buying food because of your super chats. You feel me? I'm not your super chat. I'm sorry, because super chats you don't get to the end of the month, but because your cash apps, I'm able to justify being there because I'm making sure I got orange juice, I got a coffee, I got a hash brown. You feel me? I got a soda. So I'm buying, like as time go by, I'm buying something to justify being there. Right. So I'm not just hogging up the seat. And by the way, this McDonald's is huge. It's not a small McDonald's. So there's no lack of like seats there. Okay. But I just got the best seat, got the wall unit. Yes. Okay. Okay. So anyway, long story short, the supervisor, they all by the way, the whole entire state, this is a Latino community. It used to be black, gentrified, it's all Hispanic now. Anyway, the Latina had looked at me, you know, they kept looking at me all day long. So she looked at me and was like, hey, how long you gonna be there? Because he needs to plug his laptop up. Now, family, this is a supervisor speaking on behalf of a fucking customer. So I pointed to like the cord, and then I'm being like funny. Stop. So I'm being funny. So I grabbed the cord, I grabbed his cord that was plugged in, and I just traced it to his laptop, like showing her he's already plugged in. So then I had to say, I said, hey, he's already plugged in. So then this Latina dog gonna ask him, oh, are you already plugged in? He's like, yeah. He's like, yes. So now I'm being funny now. I say, hey, that's my friend. Now she don't know I don't know him. She don't know shit. So I'm just playing it off like, hey, that's my friend. That's my friend. But the fact that a supervisor would speak up for a fucking customer, hey, how long you gonna be here? Cause he gotta plug his laptop in. How come you ain't say that for all those angry black folks who were looking at me trying to plug up? You dig? She ain't speak for them. But for this old Latino guy, first of all, why are you speaking for a guy who's cool? He didn't say shit. He's cool. That was crazy. So, but that was a great location that I'm never gonna go back to. You did, because of that. So that's why we can't fuck with these Latinos. Shit like that. And she was comfortable doing that in the Latino community. But man, if I can, man, we got to do a petition. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, what can I do to get ICE agents in New Jersey? I'm telling you, I'm gonna figure some shit out. Cause that shit was crazy. So I'm not never going back over there. So to be in this area, this is more. So over there is like kind of like the hood. So in the hood areas, as you know, if you're from the hood, like they don't give a fuck if you linger around, solicit. But where I'm at now is more like uppity. So they want you to patronize over here. You feel me? So anyway, so any cash app, love, $1, $2, what you're doing is you're covering, or you're not just covering. It might be I might have to cover the other half, but you're pretty much carving into my expenses to go live in these goddamn diners. But yeah, man, the racism, the hate for FBAs is unbelievable. All right. So with that being said, family, and that was some crazy shit to like experience. You feel me? Like, damn, like you over here speaking for a man who never said nothing about plugging his shit in. That shit was wild. But that's the shit we got to go through in America. So not just so that's why I say these folks are team white supremacy. Now she used that, she only said that because she knew that team white supremacy is gonna back her up. And what can I say? I'm a foundation Black American. We're not on code like we should be. But that was some crazy shit though. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Yes, I won't be going now. That location was fire. But one wall outlet unit, that's kind of crazy. So I won't be going back there no more. So I'll be here. So where I'm at now is like relax, chill, hella wall units, big restaurant. But again, the food is, you know what I mean? The coffee and everything is uppity prices. All right, family, I'm out of here. Wait, we got some super chat love from Master H again. He says, thank you very much. He said nothing. He just says, just for the love, just for the lineage. I appreciate that. Did somebody else send something while I was talking? Okay, okay. Thank you very much, brother. Yeah. So the cash app is there again. $1, $2.99. All that's going to help out to my dining out expenses because I'm going to be dining out for a little while, maybe for like I don't know, a little while, maybe a month, or whatever, till before shit in the background gets stable. All right, family. So I'm out of here, man. I love you guys. Love the lineage. You know how we do. Be one, we one. I'm out. Love you guys. I'll be live and